Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here.
Hi, I'm...
Off to a great start.
I got you would have a longer intro.
Nope. I literally told you, Drew, that I would say, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. And then you would talk.
You didn't say thank you for being here.
You're right. I didn't. I purposefully threw you off. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm already have someone saying best start ever. Yeah, we're off to a wonderful start. Hi, everybody. We are continuing our stream from last week. If you weren't here for that, we'll talk you a little bit through the horrible, horrible game that we were having. Well, it's fun, but it was probably the most interesting start. What are we playing on, Captain?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that I've ever had. So it's been fun. But first, before we do that, just some quick introductions. Drew, if you wouldn't mind reintroducing yourself for folks that are watching on my channel, then I'll do likewise in a moment.
Yeah. So if you weren't there last week, I am Druzhnik. I have a channel that does a lot of strategy gaming, history, storytelling, sci-fi, all kinds of those games. And I've been playing Stellaris for about 3 years or so, 2.5, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But not as many hours as Hadrian has got into it. But I do have some multiplayer experience, so that helps me out. I hope.
Yeah. You got a leg up
behind me. I don't know if you can see her. You should be able to see her. She's over there.
You've got a leg up on me in terms of the multiplayer experience for sure. But as I was telling you before stream, this time I actually got sleep and food before stream, so I might actually be able to use my cognitive resources this time. We're going to find out. But my name is Hadrian, for those of you watching on Drew's channel. She and I have been kind of in each other's YouTube circles since the beginning, like a couple of years running now, since your channel started up. And we play a lot of really similar content in terms of the kind of narrative style that we go for in our games. So it's just kind of like a sibling channel in a way, in terms of like the kind of content that's covered on my channel versus what's covered on hers. And definitely you should go over and check her out if you're watching on my channel and you're not familiar with Druzhnik, because she again plays a lot of the same stuff that you guys already enjoy, and I think you would enjoy her immensely. So we are playing on a map that I am like thoroughly boxed in. Thankfully, I forgot that I actually do have a route out to the edge of the galaxy. In my head, I was remembering that I was completely boxed in on all sides, but it's pretty awful. And then Drew's right over here with the Rumian hierarchy, so I'm, of course, playing as the Roman Star Empire. But what do you remember about your situation?
Yeah, so my situation was actually quite good. And by the way, about the sibling channels, I'm obviously the younger, more monkeyish sibling, but, just getting that out there. I was doing quite all right, but then we got attacked by the Confederacy of Kunti, and we did win the war, or I think it was a status quo peace, actually, but they took some of Hadrian's systems away, even though they had originally declared on me. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of strange. But we've been building up quite rapidly, and well, not really, but we're trying.
Yep.
And I hope that
in our minds, we're building up quite rapidly.
Oh, yes.
We're very confident. Whether or not we should be is another question entirely.
Yep.
But yeah. Oh, by the way, Nick, study for your freaking chem final at some point. Watch the stream for a bit, then go study. Just had to get that out there. So, we're going to be kind of getting our feet wet into just this particular playthrough, because I definitely haven't touched it or even looked at it, apart from checking like chat comments and looking through stuff on the actual episode since we played last. So, what's our diplomatic situation like? Are we...
We're in a federation.
Yeah, we are in a federation. Yes, I know we're in a federation. We've got the Tulip Pact.
Got a really good name.
Yeah, I mean, best name ever. I mean, I haven't come up with a better federation title in the history of my channel. So there you go.
Nice tulips from Denmark. Sorry,
I tried to get that out of the way with you before the stream started, so you wouldn't bring it up and embarrass me once the stream had begun. But I see how it is. That's fine.
You reminded me. That's how it worked.
Yeah. So now you can give me crap for thinking that you were in a totally different country from which you actually live. I still don't know how that happened. I'm thoroughly embarrassed, and now even more embarrassed. Thanks, Drew. So I literally have 4 planets: Earth, Ithaca, Illyria, and Antiocha, despite the fact that we've been playing for 87 years, which just makes me so nervous. But we do now know that we can pause, which is really useful because we can actually stop the game if we really feel the need to. We haven't been in any wars yet, but anything you want to focus on as we jump in?
We've been in one war.
Really?
The Kunti.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Kunti.
Yeah, the Kunti, you know. Yeah, we had to attack them from both sides. I remember now. Yeah, they've been kind of obnoxious. We're still at truce with them, aren't we?
Yes. Let's see how long it will last for. No, we're not.
Not seeing it anymore. Okay, so we'll probably be fighting
weird.
them again before long. Yay.
Yeah, great.
Oh, yes.
Great.
I definitely
hello,
get a tall
Silent
game.
Fox, and hi, Luke, by the way.
Yes, hello to everyone. And yes, I finally do get a tall game, by the way, Nick. This is, it's absolutely ridiculous, the extent to which this has forced me to play tall. I thought I was forced to play tall in Final Federation 2. No. This is much
very
more.
tall.
Yeah.
It's really tall.
This is Rome real tall.
Yep.
So I'm going to jump back in. Are you ready to go to speed 2?
Yeah, you might want to get the that ascension perk that gives you extra districts on your planet. I never get that, but when you're playing tall, that might be a good idea.
Yeah, I'm actually ready for that because I might have mentioned this at the end of the last stream, but I had gotten my last tradition, insider trading for diplomacy. So there we go. I now have the finisher effect for diplomacy, which is that we have a higher trust cap for neighboring nations. And trust growth is increased by 33% exactly, and we get the ascension perk slot. So which one were you talking about?
I don't know what it's called. Can I click? No, I can't see the list now. But there is an ascension perk that gives you extra districts on every planet, I believe.
Yes, after you do a certain, which one is it? Mastery of Nature. It unlocks an edict, which then gives you additional districts on every planet. So, I don't. Hang on, let me see how limited my districts are right now. I have room on Ithaca. Yeah, that's true, Zephyr. We're federated with the Everites as well, so hopefully that fleet power lasts. Yeah, the Everites are part of our federation. Thank you for reminding me of that, because...
They are lithoid dragons.
Yes, they are legit.
They're very cute.
They're too legit to quit.
And I was actually... pointing my arrows at somebody else to get into our federation, but now I don't remember who that was.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
They were the Hasbal.
Hey, yes. Drew, you know what we should have done? We should have actually loaded up the game before the stream started and reviewed this stuff and reminded ourselves.
Maybe people want to hear it too.
Don't you think that would have solved all of our problems? Now we would have won just hands down, and now we're gonna lose horribly, just like we did.
And we would have looked so prepared doing it.
I know. That would have been the best part, is that we would have actually looked professional.
Yeah.
Once.
Next time.
Yeah. Next time.
When we rise from the dead as the Phoenix Pack. Be fine.
Yeah, rise from the dead in another game. But let's... Yeah.
Should I unpause?
Yeah, go ahead and unpause. I've got to decide on an ascension perk. I don't know that I'm going to go with Mastery of Nature. I have 4 districts that I can still build on my existing planets. I mean, Mastery of Nature would help as a tall playthrough for sure, because it gives me a little bit of extra district power, but it's just districts. It's not extra buildings, so it just would help me with energy, minerals, and food. And minerals and food, I'm actually in a decent position at the moment. So, I
here have Eric, but if I say it properly in Dutch, it would be Erik, saying I would go for the extra starbase naval cap if playing tall. Hello, by the way. Hi, Eric. But I think you already have that, don't you?
I have the Imperial Prerogative, which is not additional starbases, but additional admin cap. But it does still help a little bit with... It helps you play a little bit wider with a small amount of space, for sure. And then I have Technological Ascendancy, which I almost always start with. So...
Yes, me too.
Okay. Well, I'm going to just study my options for a moment. People watching on my stream can read the tooltips with me if Drew wants to go through some of the stuff she's talking about, because I know we're both doing the same thing of trying to catch up and talk about what we're doing.
Yeah, and it's on lowest speed right now, so we can afford to do that. I'm just looking at my planets. We did have from last stream a very useful comment from Silent Fox on my other running Stellaris series that you can actually very efficiently pick the specialization of a planet.
Yes, for sure.
Although I don't... Oh, that's the capital world. And the game does pick it for you.
Yep.
But it doesn't always pick the best option.
Correct.
So.
Like, for instance, Ithaca, for those watching on my stream, especially if you're newer to Stellaris and you're still learning, Ithaca has a crap ton of slots for mining districts. Now, some of those districts are already cut off because I've built 6 different freaking city districts on Ithaca. Apparently, the planet's growing very rapidly. But on a slot with a bunch of, on a planet, excuse me, with a bunch of mining slots, you could make it a mining district. Or on a planet with a bunch of generator districts, you could make it an energy planet. I think I said mining district. What I meant was mining planet. You can make it a mining world, or you can make it an agro world. There's tons of specializations. So it just kind of depends on which planet you apply that to, but you can do that anytime you need.
Yep.
Let's see. I'm going to
And another thing, if we get those lithoids living in our empires, we might want to make sure that we have enough minerals, because these guys eat minerals instead of food.
That's true. That's very true. So I went with one vision just to increase my monthly unity for now. That way I'll get traditions a little bit faster, given that I don't have that many worlds.
Yes, good.
And so Nick is asking how far habitats are away. Habitats are a ways away. I mean, we just, given just how tall this start is, if you want to look at our research, this is what we finished in physics. So we're up to energy credits from technicians, so quantum energy stage 3, gravitic sensors. In society, we're up to 1 gene modification point. So I might be able to do some gene modding now, since that just finished up not long ago, but I think I might have already done it. We'll see. And then civilian fabricators just finished up. So we're at some of the pretty early game tech still.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Okay, I have already finished the gene modding. I got rid of the consumer goods upkeep.
Oh yeah, that was at the end of the last stream.
Yeah, I was excited about that. And it looks like I just
remember
unlocked the option. I'm glad one of us remembered something. I'm just at the option where I can get more artisans output. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, because that's going to help with my consumer goods. And I do have a bit of a shortage right now, despite having fixed that, as I just described. Now let me see how many... Oh, nice. Yeah, I can definitely keep upgrading a little bit, and I might be able to resolve that shortage fairly quickly.
My fleet upgrade is
Enemy
already
offensive action
361
imminent.
alloys.
This is not a drill.
Hey!
Oh no!
Hey! Guess what happened? Again.
I see what happened. Again.
All right, so let me remind myself where my fleets are. Looks like both of my fleets are in the same spot, and they're not particularly strong right now. No, you can keep it on speed 1. You might even be able to step it up to speed 2. Now, the Anaconis station, which I'm pronouncing correctly this time, thank you very much, is
Science
going to be
Division
able
reports
to,
success.
I think, defend pretty well from our current spot. So we're back at war, ladies and gentlemen. Yay.
Yep. I'm just quickly upgrading my fleets. Went to the market to get some energy and then alloys.
All right, my fleet command limit just improved. I think I just got a new society research choice. I think I'm just going to go for one of the blockers that I have remaining, because I've got to make sure that I can, to your point, extract the full value from my planets. Especially since I didn't go with the extra districts route.
Yeah. Science ships. Oh, they have. Do you even have anywhere to go?
Do I have anywhere to go?
No, my science ships.
Okay.
I always talk to everything. Sorry. Yeah.
No, it's okay. Now, I've already claimed a good amount of their territory, so if I can somehow take any of it during this war, then they're really going to regret what they've done. Yeah, I remember this now. They totally took a chunk of my territory at the end of that war, and I'm annoyed about it. And they've already redeclared because they're such friendly people.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Huh?
Are they going to regret their life decisions?
Yeah, I think they will. I think... Do I say that? Have I said that from time to time, once or twice?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure your viewers will concur.
Yeah, they might regret their life decisions, but I don't know. I'm kind of regretting my life decisions just with continuing in this game in its current state. We could have easily said, "Oh, this is a crappy start. Let's replay it." But we're like, "No, we're going to be stubborn streamers and keep playing it." And yeah, so I'm hoping to make them regret their life decisions. Let's just say that.
Let's hope that our new Federation friends will help us, because they actually have quite a fleet too.
Fingers crossed.
No.
Yeah, I just realized actually that my ships do need an upgrade, and they were in a system with a starbase where they could have upgraded, but the Anaconis system is more of a defensive station. So I will be able... They actually are sending a fleet. The Everite... Yeah. Yeah, they're coming.
Okay.
What?
We have to step up our game then.
I know, but I've got to upgrade my ships first.
Yep.
That's the first thing I'm going to do. And I do still need to build a few more. Do I have cruisers yet? Yeah, I have cruisers designed, but I don't have actual cruisers. Let's take a quick look at my fleets.
Oh, do I have cruisers? I do, and I haven't designed them yet. Okay, should we pause real quick?
Go ahead.
Oh, I paused the music. That's valid too, right?
Happens to the best of us. Okay, so I've got the Pegasus class cruiser. Let me go ahead and take a look once again at what I've designed. I've got the Pegasus class and the Asclepius.
Hey, Cat. Thank you for coming in. Shield damage. Big plasma thrower. And then all the UV lasers that we can get. I think it'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely designed 2 cruisers and then promptly did not add them to my fleets. Whoa. Why can I can't see... That's very odd. There we go. For a second I couldn't see classes 2. Oh, that's bugged. That's weird.
What's bugged?
When I pull up classes 2, I have 2 fleets, and I don't think this happens in single player. It might be an issue with multiplayer right now, but when I would pull up the fleet manager and have, say, classes 1 open, when I would try and switch to classes 2, it would be blank.
Yes.
But
I
think it's better now. Maybe. I hope. Perhaps.
Hopefully. I have a question here. What is the war goal? Set one for yourself. Oh yeah, we have to set a war goal, don't we? I thought our war goal was to kill them all, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah. Somehow they already have less war exhaustion than me, which just annoys me to no end.
Well, they're going to die.
Yes. They're going to die quite thoroughly. It's going well, Yodi. Thank you for asking. Hope things are going well with you, too. That you're having a decent Monday, all things considered, in this crazy world of ours.
I mean, really, Eric, I think we just probably want to win this or survive. That's mostly what we want.
Let's go with survive.
Nah, win. We gotta be a little ambitious in life, right?
Okay, a little ambition. That's fine. Hey, Justin's here. Hey, buddy. Got channel royalty in the room. Holy crap.
Oh, by the way, I unpaused.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I saw you unpause. I was actually hitting spacebar out of just habit to unpause myself.
You're like, unpause!
Not. I wasn't getting
fleet.
frustrated, but I wasn't even mentioning that I was hitting it or like giving any signal that I was hitting it. But I was like, oh, that's right. I can't unpause. It's just habit.
Nope.
The healthcare campaign has ended. I can go ahead and sell. Let's see. All right.
System survey complete. Okay, let's see if I can build one cruiser. Oh yes, it's gonna build a cruiser. Oh yeah. Okay.
So they are already jumping in, and it looks like they might wipe this first fleet out. So this should go quite well.
They're going for my system 2 with a 4.7k fleet that I can completely kill if they enter Tau Ceti when my fleet is there. But I don't know if I'll arrive.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
They have a large fleet coming in from the top of my territory that I'm not going to be able to intercept in time. So, I don't know. I'm kind of torn.
Evasive action.
12k, 12.5k.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Hey, OPB, I'm wearing a
Spaceport
shirt
reports
especially
enemy
for
contact.
you today. Hang on, let me see if I can show you.
Best quote
Hope
ever.
you liked it.
I just had Zephyr quote in my stream. I've got to share this to make sure everyone hears it. I don't want to survive. I want to live. That's a quote from the captain in WALL-E. Remember the Pixar movie, WALL-E?
Yes, I do.
There you go.
Good movie.
It's been a while since I've watched that.
No physics scientist. Oh yeah, me too. I watched it right around when it came out.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
All right, so it seems like these guys might be coming back. I don't know. I'm kind of torn. It's like if they send their fleet, if the Everites send their fleet to kind
Taking
of
evasive action.
deal some damage to these guys, they're hitting Sirius. They're hitting my 2 strongest stations up north, which is annoying and problematic. Yes, seriously, Drew, they are. So part of me wants to just like start hitting their territory down here while it's undefended,
Ships refitted.
which is probably a little bit crazy of me, but
Hey, crazy is the way to go.
Science Division reports a new
I
breakthrough.
really need food. Oh yeah, we were doing the food for consumer goods thing last episode, weren't we?
maybe.
Maybe.
We're just not going to discuss things we
I
may or may not remember.
I'm glad you like the shirt. Yeah, gonna make a agriculture district.
Aha! I've encountered a Leviathan somewhere.
Kill it with fire.
Science
I
Division
need
reports
food,
success.
Food.
I'm going to go ahead and research hyperdrive too, because evidently I haven't researched it yet. Yeah, I am just jumping in, and I'm going to start hitting these jerks down in the south of their territory.
Hey, Rotaran. Yeah, I have 2 fleets that together have 4.8k, but that's still kind of small. How big are your fleets? Let me go check.
They're pretty tiny. I don't have a lot of alloy income yet, unfortunately.
Man, maybe we should
Science
like,
Division
fight
reports
together.
success.
Just
Yeah, that could be a potential
I don't know.
option.
I'm not
Seems
pro or
like...
anything.
Okay, hang on. One of their fleets is nearby. Hang on, I've got to make a society research decision pretty quickly here. Let's go with fleet command limit just in case. Alright, I'm going to hit one of their larger fleets while I'm relatively close, because there's fleet combat going on the edge of this particular zone. Bad timing. Hang on, I'm going to pause for a moment. No, not the music. I did the same thing you did.
Ah! Congratulations.
Alright. I have to re-up my patron deal, and I've had a few things popping up at once. Okay, so I've got a new scientist in there. That'll work fine. Antiochia. Alright, we can unpause again.
Okay.
I need some
Fleet
alloy
action
stuff.
underway.
Alright, so this is probably gonna go in their favor. Be close-ish. They have cruisers, though. That's the problem. I wasn't able to build cruisers before they redeclared on me.
I have 1 cruiser.
Yeah.
One.
A whole one.
A whole one.
I think I'm actually going to win this, but it's ugly. It's going to be a bit of a Pyrrhic victory. Yeah, I think I've got this.
Okay, I'm coming too. But
All right.
I don't know how a fleet that is following another fleet is faster than the fleet it is following. That's not very, that's,
Yeah.
not the definition of follow.
That can be a little bit frustrating. I'm going to withdraw my fleet a little bit so they can lick their wounds. But we did just win that fight. Nice Pyrrhic victory there. Let me get my science ship to go investigate that debris. And then I want them to come right back. I hate that so much. You know how when you're trying to right-click with a science ship, and you're trying to queue up a right-click move, but right-click for science ships always clears the queue and like sends them directly to wherever you're clicking. It only does that for science ships, weirdly, but it is what it is. All right, I'm going to try and lick my wounds and take back Sirius if at all possible.
The capital. Yes.
Here's an interesting Stellaris. Oh, what were you going to say?
No, I was just looking at the Wargle.
Okay.
So, they want to humiliate us.
Yeah.
What's new?
Which is good, because they're not necessarily trying to conquer. But hey, Yodi just asked an interesting question that we could both talk about.
Okay.
What's the secret to a solid fleet? Any thoughts?
Well, I think it's a good balance between types of ships and then classes of ships.
Science Division reports
So
success.
I usually try to vary my fleets a little so that there's a big base of corvettes, and then a smaller base of destroyers, even smaller base of cruisers, and so on and so forth. And then have some really good defending ships with point defense and missiles and things like that. And then some fast ones with energy weapons and all kinds of plasma, bloom, cool laser things.
Yep. That's exactly how I would have described them. Bloom, cool laser things.
Yeah. That's my secret to a good fleet.
Yep. I generally agree with that. I think the key thing is the very first thing Drew said, which is that you have to have
Skywatch is tracking a new enemy fleet
across your fleets. And there are people who will science this to death, who will be like, here's exactly how many cruisers you can have, here's exactly how many destroyers. And hey, if you're a true min-max player, that's not to knock that playstyle. Like, if you really want to figure out what is the best possible combination, then there are entire spreadsheets that exist and communities that discuss this on a regular basis. I think if you can approximate, especially on low to medium, even in some cases high difficulty, if you can approximate the right distribution of ships and have the right number of corvettes, and also the right number of corvettes that have a certain type of weapon, have a good variety of each class of ships. So don't just have one type of corvette, one type of destroyer,
Ships
one type
refitted.
of cruiser. As long as you can get close to having a good
Science Division
kind of
report
mix,
success.
then I think you'll be okay. Does that answer your question, Yodi?
Better.
Yeah, it better. Let's see. So aggressive. If it didn't answer your question, you can totally say so, and we'll chat.
Don't listen to me.
Ooh, I forget that I do have. Hang on. I've got lots of rare crystals, and I can do crystalline sensors. I can do focusing crystals. I can make my weapons more powerful. Also have lots of volatile. Ooh, yeah. Yep. All the edicts. Every last one of them. Except I can't do as many of the. I can do the shield boost with exotic gases. I do have lots of rare resources, thankfully.
Science Division report success.
Governor die on me.
Oh, that's sad.
The edicts, yes, but where are their fleets? Are they?
They're back up in my main
north?
territory again.
Should I fly in then into their territory?
Yeah, you can try and distract them. I don't think that they were too distracted for too long by what we were doing. So.
No.
Skywatch has sighted incoming enemy ground forces.
All right, so they're actually taking my planets now. Yay. This is going so great. I'm a fan, let me tell you.
Oh, yes. Okay. One fleet.
I'm going to build commercial zones on Earth because I think that might actually stabilize my energy income for now.
Luke says maybe you can claim some systems belonging to the enemy. I believe
Planetary
I already
defenses
have some
overrun.
claims. Luke, look, I have claims on all of these systems over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 systems.
Yep.
So I can try to take those first and then up my claim game, but I don't think we'll get that far. They're still much stronger than we are. That's the problem. We need more time to build up. Silent Fox says, I tend to build my ships for specific roles and mix them around as needed. Oh, yeah, I don't mix once they are in the fleet. I get lazy that way.
Yeah.
Ooh, level 2 Federation.
Meaning, let's see.
Tulip
Ship
pack.
speed is increased by 10% while in Federation space. Claim influence cost is reduced. I found an archaeological site. Ask me if I care right now.
Oh, you should never forget your history.
Well, no, it's not about... I don't know my history yet. I haven't explored it. But I can't exactly focus. And also, it's on the other side of the galaxy, Drew. It's not my history. It's someone
Ships
else's history. I
refitted.
don't want to plunder someone else's history, do I? That would be rude.
Oh, well, wouldn't. It's fine. You do it all the time in other games.
Fair enough. Okay, so it looks like they only have one smaller fleet that's still trying to do some damage to me, so I'm going to try and intercept them while they're separated. And again, see if we can make them regret some life decisions. Also, I need to train up some troops, evidently. Very frustrated by this situation.
Science Division report success.
Wow, people keep dying on me.
A lot of your government officials dying.
Yeah. I'm not killing them, I swear.
I didn't think that you were. I would not have accused you of that. That would be silly.
Somebody else would have.
Right. Okay, I'm definitely going to go ahead and research the option for capacity overload because I freaking need it.
Oh. Oh, hang on, edicts. I keep forgetting that those things exist. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, I already have that.
Don't forget about edicts. have
We
the
can't
option
even
for
settle
mega
the
purges.
status quo yet.
What now?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I say we can't even settle the status quo yet, but we might want to keep an eye on that and do that as soon as we can, unless they really take a lot of your territory. But
Well,
they
they've
haven't
already taken a
anything
planet, and
yet.
that can't
Oh, wait.
happen if we status quo. So,
That's true.
yeah, so that's not in the
Tracking
cards.
enemy fleet.
Unacceptable.
That's not happening. But I'm going to try and hit them back. Because they seem like they're being kind of indecisive about what... Like, because they are getting hit in their south territory, and they're like, wait, should we commit defenses? What's happening? Like, they're going back and forth.
Yeah, I'm taking one of their planets soon,
Good.
and then I'm retreating.
Yeah, we can keep them distracted, and then we may be able to do a decent job of defending against these jerks. If I'd had just a little bit more time to build up my platforms on those northern bases, this would have been fine. But one interesting thing about this, as I've mentioned in the last stream, I have not played Stellaris multiplayer before, ever. So it's like first Stellaris multiplayer stream, first Stellaris multiplayer game, and it's like the amount of like difference in processing and how you spend your cognitive resources to make decisions.
Yep.
It's thrown me off so bad, but it's fun.
It's very, very, very resource heavy in terms of your brain resources.
Yeah. It's like camping. It's intense.
Okay, I took the planet, so I'm now retreating. See what that did for our war score. Plus 10.
Science
Good.
Division reports a
Good.
new breakthrough.
I don't want to risk losing my fleet, so... Energy grid, yes.
All right.
Also, I'm trying to get a grip on my resource income because it's really bad in terms of energy and food still.
Engaging enemy station.
They just jumped away from Sirius, which is the same system where that planet was taken.
Did the Everites show up yet?
No, Nate, she did not catch the camping joke, and I enjoyed it anyway. It's all right.
Science Division reports a new
Is it a
breakthrough.
cultural thing?
Oh, no, you just had a thought. And I'll say it again
Sorry.
at some point. And no, it's totally fine. We enjoyed it. It was good. You're just not in the... I don't even remember what I was referring to, but I was just like... It's like camping. It's intense.
I hate camping.
Alright, defense platform hull points. Do I want fusion missiles? I suppose that would be a good idea. I have a few missile-based ships. Their fleet decided to come back. Of course it did. Because why wouldn't it? And now they're going to beat me. Damn it. Just when I retook my station, they jumped back. I thought we had this.
I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah, at least I'm slowing them down. Okay, so I have an admiral that now has the lethargic trait. No thank you. Sorry. You're getting
No.
replaced, buddy.
No.
You
What
are
we
getting
find?
replaced.
Algate in sight. Oh, atomic countdown. Nanite interdictor. I don't remember what that does. But I could get 1,500 alloys if I scrap it. That would be so many ships.
Science Division
Probably.
reports a new breakthrough.
Nanite interdictor. I don't remember what it does. Anybody?
I don't remember either.
No. I'm gonna wait, because maybe one of your people or my people knows what it does, remembers what it does. I'm gonna kill this construction ship right now.
Okay. Starting to see some ships return.
Ooh, curators. Ah! How much do I need? 4,000? Rip me
Science
off.
Division reports a new breakthrough.
I just unlocked the supremacy tree so that I can have a little bit more military power against these guys.
Yes, Luke, look it up real quick. Interdictor stops FDL, says Fox with a question mark.
Well, yeah, the interdictor definitely stops FDL, but like what you were talking about was nano interdictor. There's something that sounded different about
Nanite
it.
interdictor, yeah.
Nanite interdictor.
Atomic countdown event, Luke. This is a little cheat for freebie. We're allowed to cheat now.
Are we?
That's hardly cheating. It's like that game show where you can ask the audience or you can call somebody. It probably has a different name.
Who wants to be a millionaire?
There you go.
Yeah, we have lifelines. You guys are all our personal lifelines, especially for me since I'm a complete multiplayer noob.
And I do like to use my lifelines when I can.
Yep.
So I do have a question, Silent Fox. Rotaran. We will answer your question when we're not hurrying towards dying. But the question is, are you looking forward to the changes to edicts in the pending update? And I think that warrants a really good answer.
Mm-hmm.
That at least I am unable to give right now, and maybe you are as well.
Yeah, because I've been focused on the old world stuff, as well as just kind of like what I've got going on at work right now in terms of the past couple of weeks, like my ability to read the latest dev diaries has been, I'm ashamed to say, quite limited. But, oh good, the Everwriter actually back at the Syria station. It looks like they're going to help me retake it. So...
Oh good!
That might be helpful.
Ships refitted.
But yes, I'm aware that there are changes coming to edicts and that people are generally excited about them.
Science
I'm not
Division
informed
success.
enough to give the kind of answer, a very similar answer to Drew. I'm not informed enough to give the kind of answer that I would like to give on that.
I do think that it gives... the current edicts are not satisfying enough. And I forget about them all the time. And it's just like, you just throw away some random resources to get something. And I do remember, but I would have to read it again, the dev diary. I do remember that the new edicts would be a little bit deeper. And wouldn't there be a difference between some edicts being toggled and then others having
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
So some of them, yeah, there will be that difference. That's the one thing that I remember reading. I'm sure if I read it again, my memory would be more jogged. But yeah, that's one of the huge things that they shifted. It sounds exciting, but again, don't know enough in detail. All right, I'm definitely going for capacity overload. Speaking of edicts. Tell him.
Oh, hang on. Retreat!
What happened? What happened? Oh, God, yeah.
They're coming!
Yeah, I see you.
Oh, no! They're gonna catch me, I think.
It's like a good old Monty Python moment. Run away!
But a scratch, but it's not.
I'm not dead. I think I'll go for a walk. I feel happy.
I got away.
Happy. What?
I got away.
Yay,
I got away. Keep going.
Now, how strong are the armies that are... Oh, heck yeah. Hang on. It looks like... Nice. They already liberated Illyria for me. I didn't even have to spend my own troops.
Oh, nice. You've got some good friends there.
Yeah, they're technically our friends, but they're helping me more at the moment because I'm the one getting my butt kicked. All right, well, that got my alloy production back up, thank God. So let me go ahead and... I think I do need to build an energy grid.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm caught. Go. Run.
I believe in you. You got this.
Run, Forrest. Run. Yeah, they gotta take the star face first anyway. Oh, yes, they're getting away.
Yay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the timing. Sweet timing. Okay, I'm gonna go for the nanite interdictor and see what happens.
Cool. Yeah, we
Science
actually
Division
control
reports
a good amount
a new
of territory on
breakthrough.
the southern front, so the only thing is that my war exhaustion is much higher. I'm sure you're seeing the same numbers I am, but...
Yes, I am. Oh, but we can almost settle the status quo. Oh, you only have to take Jugrad back.
Yep.
Oh, and Iam.
Yep, we're getting close.
You should be able to do that because, so me going into their territory did actually help. And if they don't take the rest, we can do a status quo piece and we would be winning apart.
Yep. I do just want to take Jugrad and see if I can retake some of my systems up north before we do that.
Aliens have
Yes,
signed
go,
a federal
go.
cooperation treaty.
I believe in you.
We're going to try. We're going to try
Hey, so
real
I
hard.
got a nanite interdictor and it is a 2K ship. It's 2K strong. Oh, it's 4 ships. Well, anyway. Is it 4 cruisers then?
Science Division reports success.
I am so ashamed of how few ships I have at this point in the game. This is
No,
crazy.
it's one ship.
This is definitely the tallest playthrough I've
Skywatch
ever
is
had.
tracking a new enemy fleet.
Skywatch is tracking a new enemy fleet, but not strong enough to fight me. Bring it. I really shouldn't say that. Starbase building cost, Starbase module cost. Let's go with Corvette improvements. We need to build up. Or, ironically, I am still building up my Corvette base for my 2 fleets. That's how behind I am. We're 100 years into this game. What is happening right now?
I don't know.
I can't remember the last time this happened. Like, I don't know that I ever had this much trouble when I was new to Stellaris and overwhelmed by all the, by learning the game. This is, I'm not exaggerating either. Like, I'm not making excuses. This is legitimately crazy.
Yes,
and
I have
probably
no
gonna
idea why we're failing.
Yeah, I can pin most of it on the fact that I'm just a complete multiplayer noob and I was tired last time and I was completely, distracted by all the things, which is understandable. You're going to stink when you play that way. But even with that, I feel like this is pretty crazy. But I think we're starting, maybe, perhaps, to turn the tide.
Got him quickly, though, because we are at -12, and they are coming back towards you, so I don't think it'll be enough for you to take Jukerat back. Unless there's a planet there, but there isn't? No.
There is not. That station's actually surprisingly powerful.
We're gonna have to do more than that.
Yep.
-14 again.
Damn it, I didn't notice that. I'm gonna retreat. I didn't notice how powerful that station was.
Now.
Alright, good.
I guess it's just gonna be hit and run.
Yeah, I literally just cut my losses and said, you know what,
Science
no, never
Division
mind.
reports success.
But I do have that 2K fleet coming. That's gonna be glorious.
I believe it.
It is coming from a while away, though.
Alright, so I need to repair some ships here before they get any funny ideas. Where did my allies go? That's what's funny about I guess they're down in the south still helping out conquering my claims, which is nice. But it's so interesting the decisions that the allied ships make. It's perhaps better than it's ever been in Stellaris, but they still do some really wonky things.
Yes.
That are difficult to justify. It's like, wait, why are you were just coming my way. Why did you turn around? I'm confused. There's
no reason why you should be turning around right now.
Yeah, exactly. Just keep going. Just keep swimming.
Keep swimming.
Yep. Same time.
Let's see. Production targets. That would be good. Energy credits. Ooh, so many good options here. But let's go for energy credits. Hyperdrive would be good too, but I don't even have time to upgrade my fleets as we stand, so... -5 to settle the status quo, H. Oh.
Good.
Oh, they're coming back.
I'm sure they are. The thing is that each time we fight them, they're getting a little bit weaker.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm just hoping that we can withhold them. Oh, crap. Why is my fleet there?
Foreign powers are
good,
engaging in active hostilities.
All right, they're hitting the Sirius station again, which isn't really equipped to fight. So they're probably going to wipe it again.
The Everites are coming.
All right, I retreated my transports because I don't want to lose those. That'll help with my war score.
But the Kunti are coming as well. I don't know. No, I should defend my own territory, I think. Keep going back and forth.
Yeah. Hey, Praetorian, good to see you, man. Yeah.
18K.
I had Yodi just making a comment about playing 2-speed versus 3-speed. And I mean, it's probably a little bit of a different experience for everyone as far as your ability to balance the different stimuli. But I've always found, and I talk about this in my series a lot, that when you're commentating and playing at the same time, for an audience, it's a little bit different from if let's say Drew and I were just chatting while we were playing, I guarantee you we'd be doing better right now. Yeah. It would shock you how much attention kind of goes to... I mean, in this case, we're reading what you're saying, so you're literally interacting, but even if you're just thinking in terms of what might people say in response to this, what might people need explained, what would be an interesting comment to make about this, that really limits your ability to move through things too quickly. All right, so they're offering a status quo peace.
Do it.
Hang on.
Do it now.
Hang on. I'm going to pause because I need to read this. All right, so they're not going to take Sirius, but they would get Jugrad from me. And it looks like we would get a bunch of systems from them, though.
Might be worth it.
I'll get to keep Sirius. I'm surprised they're not going to take... Yeah, they're going to take Jugrad and Shariat, which is going to cut me off from Alcor and Efoil. So they're going to keep cutting me off from some of my systems, which is really freaking annoying. But I'll get a bunch of their territory.
Yes, but they will be losing a lot of income from their... Yeah, there we go. Oh, big, and we have a border!
Yep. We're actually side by side. That's awesome. Okay. Well, I feel a little bit better.
Yeah, because now we can build up. We have 10 years, and then we can take your systems back and hit them harder, hopefully.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how this
It's an Anite cruiser. Yes, it's an Anite cruiser. Okay, not that surprising at all. I couldn't imagine trying to play Stellaris while also commentating even at regular speed, says Rotarn. Yeah, it's a skill.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Yeah, exactly. It takes a lot of practice.
Yeah, it's not easy.
My dad actually sent me an article about a year ago. I don't know if you heard this. This is really cool. You'll appreciate this, especially given that you and I have worked in similar fields academically. My dad sent me an article about a year ago pointing out that some companies have actually started to value more in situations where it's part of the interview discussion. I don't know how you would bring this up, but like people who are familiar with these kinds of games, not necessarily streamers, like you were saying, but like just people who are really into like sim games, strategy games, like in some situations, like that's starting to be recognized in some sectors as indicative of a really, really positive skill set to have that can be applied to obviously more things than games. Because it implies the ability to think strategically and think about ways that different things might propagate out across like multiple stages after making a decision. And
right.
And it's really cool to hear that, you know, to some extent, even to a small extent, that's being recognized.
That is cool.
I'm sure it's small scale, but it was super cool when I heard that.
How did your dad find that?
I don't know. I'll have to check. Like I said, it's been about a year.
And you only now brought it up?
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
I've had a lot going on. I have.
Hi, Zatelier. The war has just finished, but I think we'll be at war again soon.
Yeah, we'll be at war again soon.
Ships refitted.
Okay. I'm going to keep making a few more claims.
Ships refitted.
Oh yeah, because they're not angry with us enough.
Science Division reports success.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean.
I'm going to let him know. I'm going to put him on notice.
I hate you. Okay, bye. Good talk. I want...
I just had Yodi say, okay, it's going on my next resume now. Maybe make sure that you're applying for one of the companies that is within the sector that I mentioned. Like, I will have to look more into that, because it was a genuine. I think it was like a Wall Street Journal article. It wasn't a small scale publication. It was kind of a big deal, which is why my dad brought it to my attention, because he thought it was really cool. I've been playing games like SimCity since I was a teenager, and like these kinds of games are not new in my life. I've always enjoyed them, and my dad just kind of saw that, thought of me, and sent it along. So like, I hate that I can't remember more about it, because I know it's a really interesting topic.
Yeah, can you send it to me later?
Yeah, I will. I'll just have to locate it.
Science Division reports success.
I mean, what I really liked is when, because I worked in the port of Rotterdam for a while, and we had really, really big container terminals. Yeah. And they have huge cranes that take the containers off the ships and put them on a stack, right? So at some point, they were starting to automate those terminals. And the first thing they did was bring in a group of young gamers so that they could show the older people, you know, how to switch over to using such a big crane with these controls, and you sit in one chair all the time, and you have a controller in your hand. How does that work? And I really liked hearing that, because it's, in a way, it shows that, you know, across generations, different skills get picked up, And even though we have a lot to learn from the older generation, sometimes they can learn from us too.
Yep. That's pretty freaking cool. By the way, I had a good question come up, and I'm not sure like the angle you're asking from, like how experienced of a Stellaris player you are, Dominic. But somebody asked me, can I build more ships? And here's the thing. One of the reasons that this game's been going the way that it has for a while, I already have the ability to build cruisers, but I have such a limited economy that I have not had that many alloys come in order to build some of my larger ships and actually have big fleets that can hold their own against this very militaristic neighbor that we just took a huge chunk out of. I'm actually surprised at how much of a chunk we took out of them. So,
yeah.
That's what Drew was talking about a moment ago. If you heard her say that we will be able to build up and actually hold our own against them, this is going to get turned around, and we'll actually control, probably by the end of this, the Confederacy of Khun, either as a vassal or we'll just straight up take them over because we're that mad at them. And that could very well happen.
I'm really mad.
Yeah. But hey, it makes for entertaining decisions and viewing because it's always fun to see.
For sure.
I have the hiccup, sorry. It's always fun to see a kind of Pyrrhic victory play out like that. But the reason I can't build more ships yet is just we're waiting on alloys to come in. And they're coming in slowly but surely. And every time you see me click the reinforce fleet button, I'm building more ships. But until I actually have enough of an alloy income from enough colonies, and there just are not worlds to colonize in my current space, I'm not going to be building that many.
Gas extraction wells. Well, I like that. But maybe do some luxury residences first, get some amenities.
Those
amenities are a big issue.
Yeah, I have just so pitifully few ships for the reason I was just discussing. It's going to be good to finally get that up a little bit. All right, I'm going to build more alloy foundries on Antiochia for that very reason.
Science Division report success.
Good news is I have plenty of mineral income, so if I can just, as you were saying, get the economy spinning up, then things should get better.
Yes. Oh, things will get better.
Yep.
Things will get
Science Division report
Attention,
success.
Rumians. Oh, hello. Can I get you to fight the, invade the you-know-who? Hey! Oh, I need a rival.
What now?
Construction complete.
Oh, what is this? Advanced basic subsistence. Our empire is currently in breach of this resolution. Oh.
Ships refitted.
Who do you mean to fight? Were you talking to me? Were you talking to something on your screen?
Do you have the same thing? I have 5-year plans from the galactic community telling me that I am in breach of galactic law and I need to comply or... Let's see.
Yeah, I didn't have that pop up. Must be Empire specific.
Give them the barest minimum to comply. That sounds like something a politician would do.
Yep. Sean Druzhnik is a fellow streamer who has been playing a lot of similar games, Stellaris especially. But Drew, talk about some of the other games that you play really quickly for some of my viewers, because I had someone ask who you are, and it's better you answer than me, perhaps, because I don't know where you live.
Yes. I play Civilization 6, Crusader Kings. Currently, I play Total War Warhammer 2, which I really love, and I thought I wouldn't love it. And then I started playing it, and it's great. Yep. I do a lot of Total War, usually historical Total War, but Warhammer has really taken my heart recently.
Yeah, I've noticed your love affair with that game. It's been great to see.
Foreign powers are engaging in active hostilities.
Oh, it's so good.
I can sense your enthusiasm.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I can be so evil there, and it's great. What else do I play? I have played...
Ships refitted.
That's a good question. No, I think that's the staples. And then I do Let's Try Tuesdays every 3 weeks, so I always try out a new game. And very recent to the channel, but also Hadrian's channel, is Old World. And I really like it so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Old World is... Oh my god. Like I keep calling it the Old World, just I think it's partly habit because I play a game called The Long Dark. But the game is there's no but Old World is I haven't been this excited about a new strategy game in a long time. I was
ships refitted.
Really excited and am really excited in some way about Imperator, but as you and some of the people some of the others in the channel right now who are watching this can attest. Like, and I was actually really excited when it came out. I liked the launch version, but so many people didn't. Like, there were just so many issues, and they were legitimate issues to a degree, but people were so disappointed and so angry. Like, their disappointment, in a weird way, because I'm a streamer that covers that kind of genre, kind of killed my excitement for that game. And in the case of Old World, I don't feel that way. Like, I'm genuinely excited to watch the game grow. It's early access, so it's kind of more forgivable that these things are still being developed, and I think it's going to be freaking awesome. I'm really excited.
I mean, yes, there are some bugs, and you know, maybe the UI could be a little bit more polished and things like that, but it is literally a marriage between Civilization and Crusader Kings in terms of having strategy, having those tiles, the cities, the building, the army, but also having characters and having dynamic storytelling and dynamic events, and it's just so good.
Yep.
I like it.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Very promising.
Ships
Could not
refitted.
be more thrilled about it. And if you guys don't know what game we're talking about, we both have series going in our channel now, and you should definitely look at some other stuff Quill has put out lately, and a bunch of other of the larger strategy YouTubers as well, because there's a lot of really good preview material. And just to give you one little nugget that might pique your interest if you're familiar with the name, this is a game by Soren Johnson.
Ships refitted.
Old World is, who is the lead designer of Civilization 4. So just, you know, it's a big deal. Civ 4 has a huge fan base even still. And he already made Off-World Trade Company a couple years back, and now that same studio is working on this one.
Too.
Ships refitted.
Mm-hmm. Really exciting times, for sure.
Very.
Let's see.
And then there's a Cleopatra-like game coming out as well.
Yes.
Builders of Egypt.
Mm-hmm. I've had my eye on that one for a while. That and there's one that's been in development for a few years called Ancient Cities.
Yes.
That I cannot wait for. It's just there's not. Like, it seems like they're building a very intricate game in the tradition of, like, Dawn of Man, Banished, but, like, much more detailed and realistic looking. And it just seems like they're going for, like, a really intense simulation. So they're constantly just talking about new things
Science
they're adding
Division reports
that are
success.
just so nuanced, and it can be hard to see the forest for the trees sometimes. But I am excited about that one as well.
Did you support their Kickstarter way back?
I think I did, actually.
Yeah.
But I mean, like you say, it's way back. I kind of don't remember almost.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Zatelier says, Old World does look really interesting, but for obvious reasons, haven't had time to look much into it. Zatelier is preparing a huge multiplayer in Aurora. And
nice.
I'll be part of that too. I will be playing as Portugal.
I'm going to vote in favor of the current Senate resolution, just because reasons.
Oh. What are we voting on?
Minor military sanctions laws. I'm really just trying to pour as many resources as I can into just my ships, and actually having ships. That's all that matters to me right now.
Yes.
You know, I have a ton of minerals, so I'm going to go ahead and go to the market. Yep.
Now it's going to be more expensive.
Shh. It'll be okay.
Best friend ever. Hey, what's that? In breach of galactic law. Are we in breach of... Why? 5-year plans. Okay.
This keeps happening to you only.
Yes. Basic subsistence is banned.
Science Division reports success.
Living standards. People.
All right, so I've improved ship fire rate. Ooh, another gene modification point. I think that might be worthwhile. Also,
I know where you are.
What the what now?
I can't find what I'm in breach of. Living standards. Where
I
are
think
those things?
with the alloys that I just bought, no kidding, with my mineral surplus, I think with the alloys I just bought, I am single-handedly, like, fully building up my first fleet finally. So we're gonna turn the tide, because this is silliness. And I'm tired of it. I am, however, once again, completely out of alloys, which makes me sad.
Living standards is species specific. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. You're completely right. set rights. So we have...
Oh, wow. I just had a governor and my empress die within, like, days of each other.
Ships refitted.
Ouch. Oh yeah, basic subsistence. Okay, let's give them some decent conditions. Fine.
Right. So my new leader is Empress Appia II, and she is providing me a unity bonus, a happiness bonus, and a monthly minerals bonus. Hey, my minerals just jumped up. My income went up to 153 per month right now.
Ooh,
so
nice.
I definitely
That's
need
good.
to be upgrading things that produce things like consumer goods. Yes. Hang on, what else? Actually, don't have a lot that I can upgrade right now. Funny enough, because I've done those. It's just, that just goes to show you how much I need to build ships, because there's been so much energy put into building everything else to get the economy going. All right, Octavius Hadrianus is now the new ruler.
Good name.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that name. That's randomly generated by the, not the new ruler, but the new heir. I think I said ruler.
Yeah, you did say ruler.
Might be.
You're forgiven.
I'm catching up. I'm adjusting to this whole stream multiplayer. Even when Mal and I played Master of Orion together back in the day, which you remember, we were always recording. You know,
Yes.
so that's a totally
Ships
different
refitted.
dynamic.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Okay, so I have 8.3k now in terms of fleet power, and the Kunti are still overwhelming.
Ships
Although
refitted.
they're now not called Kunti anymore, but tribes of Kundia.
Okay.
They've changed their name in hopes of that we forget who they were.
Is that what they're called? Yeah, they're the tribes of Kundia. Yeah, they're
Science
going to
Division
find that that's
reports
not
a
gonna
new
help them too
breakthrough.
much. Go for the plasma thrower, and then I guess I'll go ahead and go for the advanced railgun. Or maybe an L-gate insight? No, advanced railgun. I need weaponry. I need weaponry, and only weaponry.
How long does our truce last? 4 more years.
4 more years? Good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy with that. I'm finally getting to a point where my 2 fleets are built up, and I can probably build a 3rd before we're done here, so they're going to find themselves in a very different situation next time they try to attack.
We keep getting into a breach of galactic law, because every time we get a new species into our empire, they have subpar rights.
All right, so they've just declared me a rival, which means I am now as strong as them again, so I rivaled them back.
Oh, that's good.
Yep. Sean Kane is asking, why not set up the Federation fleet and let the AI spend the alloys? I don't know about you. I have never, even in single-player Stellaris, messed with the Federation fleet too much.
Oh, I have, but
So-
not for very not very often.
Yeah, it's just not something that really factors into my decision-making.
Good suggestion. I just paid the Lozavada Marauders 3,000 energy to raid
Nice.
the Kunti.
Nice. Yeah, my first fleet, its strength is now 6.3k after that alloy mega spend that I just did. So, if you're wondering
Okay, good.
if I can build more ships, I built more ships.
Insert evil laugh here.
Yes. Insert Austin Powers evil laugh here. More specifically, Dr. Evil. But I need a crew of henchmen behind me to do that properly, so I'll just leave it at that. I'll let you imagine it.
You can borrow Rumi if you want to.
I'm trying to picture that cat laughing evilly and struggling.
Oh, it's very easy. Trust me. You've only had to live with her 5 seconds and you understand.
Gotcha. Oh, poor Mamercus Asinius is still maimed, and he's still alive. He's 135, and he's
Ooh,
maimed.
that's old.
And he's supposed to have a lifespan of... How are you still alive? Holy crap, that's so weird. He's 135. That's got to be a bug. That has to be.
Family some flowers.
That has to be a bug.
Nah. It's all legit.
All right. You say
Hey,
so.
DJ Truthsayer!
Oh my gosh,
Nice
DJ's here?
to see you. Yes, DJ's
nice.
here.
Hey, buddy.
Hadrian's on the other line, DJ, but I think you know that.
Science Division reports success.
He and I had a lovely conversation. It's been about a month back now, but I still really enjoyed talking to you, bud. Glad you're here to watch for a little bit.
Yeah. I hope that you don't shake your head at us or at our performance.
Oh, God. This has been, DJ, just FYI, yeah, please don't judge, because this is, like, hands down probably the worst game of Stellaris I've ever played. And I'm playing it publicly so that everyone can flagellate me and laugh. So, that's fun.
Fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine, as my buddy Athenon would say. Everything's fine. It's going to be fine.
Fine.
Commercial pact broken. Druzhnik and I broke off their commercial pact with the
a new
Everett
breakthrough.
mandate. Well, lottie frickin' da. Hey, resources from jobs plus 5%. Yes, please. As I just said in Final Federation 2, yes, yesterday.
It's yesterday. Oh, DJ hurt you. He says there are no bugs in Stellaris, just features.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
Spoken like a true Paradox employee.
I need that on a t-shirt. That is a good quote. I have no bugs, just features.
Justin just said, I am secretly Lorien from Babylon 5. I'll take that as a huge compliment, Justin. Although I don't know if my head is quite that tall. I don't know if I have the head height. I don't know if I have that head height or the crown to compete with Lorien. God, I'm still needing to build up ships. But I can
kill a space amoeba.
Sell more minerals soon.
Kill it with fire! And then you can survey that and we can take this. Oh, this is great. This is a good idea.
Sounds like things are turning up, or starting to look the other direction on your end.
Yeah. Fleet's getting up there too.
Good. All right, I am now reinforcing. I just did the same thing I did a moment ago, but with the second fleet, because I just have this huge mineral surplus. The problem that I'm running into is I have so few worlds. I have 4 worlds because of how boxed in I got. Right now, my situation is that at this point in the game, I would normally have
Science Division
just more alloy income from additional planets with alloys, but I just don't. I don't even with upgraded megaforgers, or as I call them often in my series, megaforgers, because of a single because of a single misspeech that I had, like, God knows how long ago. I've just never let it go because it was so freaking funny.
I love that.
But because of that situation, it's very unique. I don't know that I've ever had this, happen in a game of Stellaris to this extent. I don't have a lot of alloy production, but I do have a huge surplus of minerals because I don't have anything to convert my mineral income into alloys. I don't have enough worlds. So so I'm just basically using the market to do it for me, and that's how I'm building my ships now.
It's fine though. It's legitimate.
Yeah.
Who died? My society scientist died.
Your society scientist died. That's
Society scientist.
That's quite disappointing. I'm so sorry.
Very disappointing.
My apologies to DJ, who has a lovely accent.
Oh,
and I just feel like I've done something terrible with what I just did.
But he can't use it where he lives.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Okay, let's see. I think I am going to go... decisions.
I am going to kill some space amoeba.
Have fun.
Thank you, I will. It's something I can kill, so that's good. It's good for my ego.
All right. I'm researching faster starbase construction, etc.
I'm gonna change the name of my Starfleet. Maybe that will help.
Yes, Sean, the pink area is a sector.
Murder.
That's my core sector. And it's literally, I have one world outside of it, which is the frontier sector. You can see on my outliner. One thing I do, Drew, I don't know if you've messed with this too much, but the current version of the outliner does let you turn sections off and on. So I've straight up turned off the planet section in the outliner just so that sectors is my only display. Because it's...
Why?
Well, it's redundant, because the planet section is just a list of all your worlds, whereas the sectors section is a list of all your worlds, but you can open and close specific sectors as you need to.
That would just make me forget about my planets.
Well, no. I still have it completely open, mainly because I only have 4 worlds. But in case you didn't know you could do that.
Cute. That's a good. Well, it
Science
is a good
Division
suggestion,
reports
but
success.
I always keep
Ships
everything open
refitted.
because really, I forget about it.
Yeah, fair enough.
DG says his accent's awful. It's not.
It is so not, buddy. How many Fallen Empires do you play with, Hadrian? How many Fallen Empires are we playing with in this particular run? Do you remember? Did we do a randomized number, or did we do a specific number?
I see the Wasari progenitors. No, it's a random one. And
Yeah, so there might be more. There's the Imatharan Archivists over to my galactic northwest.
Yep.
So
2
there's
then, I guess.
at least 2, maybe 3. I tend to play with 2 to 3 or 2 to 4, depending on galaxy side, Yodi. If you're just asking what I generally
Ships
prefer,
refitted.
this game it looks like we have 2 to 3, somewhere in there.
Exotic gas refineries. Sounds good to me.
Oh, thank
Ships
God.
refitted.
It is so good to see my ships finally, like my fleets rather, finally build up to strength. It's taken way too long. It's absurd. Yeah, I can literally do like no other upgrades on my current planets. I mean, I can wait for them to grow. I guess one thing I can do, hang on. Let's encourage planetary growth.
Advanced combat rolls really does help, doesn't it? You can go for that.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, yes, it's possible to beat Fallen Empires, Yoda. You can beat them a couple of different ways. You might have a situation called A War in Heaven, which you might be familiar with. That's been around almost as long as Fallen Empires have been around, maybe one less patch or expansion. But basically, if you have seen Babylon 5, which Justin just referenced a moment ago, A War in Heaven is, I think, heavily inspired, or maybe even directly inspired by that, or inspired by the same thing that inspired Babylon 5, which is that you have these 2 ancient races that kind of go to war and they drag the rest of the galaxy into war with them. Which happened in Babylon 5 as a major part of the plot for the entire series, but it can happen maybe or maybe not in a game of Stellaris. So you might fight them and beat them that way, or you might just, you might have an endgame event happen, like the Unbidden, and you end up beating the Unbidden and being the predominant, or maybe even not the predominant, but strong enough and advanced enough as a race in the galaxy, and eventually you just get stronger than the Fallen Empires, because the Fallen Empires, as a rule, are quite small.
Yes.
And once you have enough income and enough technology, and you're just doing endgame techs, which endgame techs in Stellaris are just kind of repeated boosts to the same kind of categories, economically, militarily. You just incrementally add more and more and more as time goes on, as long as you want to play ad infinitum.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
You can beat them eventually, and sometimes relatively soon if you play smartly that way. It's pretty cool. I really like that mechanic.
That reminded me to check the victory screen right now, and...
How much are we sucking? I don't even want to look.
Well, I think you should not say we, but I.
So you're doing great and I'm doing terribly? Is that what I'm hearing?
Uh-huh. No, not really. I mean, the differences are really, really small. But we're not doing as poorly as we thought we were. Let's just say it that way.
Well, actually, yeah, you're right. The differences are small. So... I'm probably poised to... I'm looking at it now because you made me curious. I'm probably poised to climb up to about halfway by the time especially if I can start getting some habitats up. So with any luck, I can get into the top 5 within the next, say, 50 years of gameplay. But yeah, like this is... Yeah. Nick, who's been on my channel for a long time, just went oof with spaces between the letters. Yeah, thank you for the added emphasis there. I agree. This has been a humbling game of Stellaris.
Sometimes we need that.
Yeah, sometimes we need to be brought down to size.
Thank you for coming in.
Oh, is Blind Kitty here?
I finally have mod support. Great.
Nice.
Blissful Kitty is here.
Blissful Kitty.
Ever blissful.
Mm-hmm.
I have a second space amoeba that I can kill. The first one was blue, green, blue, and this one is teal. Kill it. Woo! It is dead. Sorry, man. Ooh, the dimensional portal. Who are you, portal aliens? Uh-oh, we are meeting ourselves.
Oh, Lord.
Yes. Warp drive.
But you'll get interdimensional trade through that, so that's at least good.
Yes, exactly. Warp beast.
That is at least a positive.
interdimensional trade treaty to strengthen both our nations. Very good. Usually I would read all that, but we went over that last time. This time we don't read everything.
For sure.
It's a shame, but it's one of the things you need to, I guess, trade in when you're doing a multiplayer. Online.
Yeah, for sure. You and I are both kind of narrative style, but it's like got to scale back a little bit in that regard.
Yeah.
All right.
That's okay.
So now I'm focusing on actually building up my defenses a little bit. We'll see how this goes. Because I know this particular situation is not going to last too much longer with us being at peace.
Science Division
no,
reports a new breakthrough.
Truce is already over, so I'm going to close my borders. Oh, I can't. Oh, already closed. Good.
Yeah, I can totally declare on them, though.
Hey, they went from being overwhelming to being superior. I call that a win already.
Yeah,
Science
exactly.
Division
That's a
reports
step in
a
the
new
right
breakthrough.
direction, literally. I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I've got Galactic Campaigns, which is going to reduce my war exhaustion gain. I'm definitely going to take that ASAP. So they can't wear me down, as quickly.
Ooh. We will. The enigmatic guests. Let's study them. Not right now, though.
Oh, you've got the what's the name of that device?
Enigmatic cache.
Enigmatic cache. Yeah, that's right. Flying through your territory.
It's doing the whooshies.
Yes. One thing that's really interesting is
Ships
that
refitted.
the current version of Stellaris, I'm not sure why this is, when you are almost at cap for defense platforms and you upgrade, something's up with the code, because this happens in single player too.
Ships
no
refitted.
bugs, only features, of course, but when you are upgrading, say, defense platforms, and I only have one more that I can build at this particular station, it doesn't allow me to queue up additional defense platforms, even though I have the alloys to do it, because it says I'm at the max capacity, and I'm clearly not.
Ships refitted.
Now that it's done upgrading, it's giving me the option to build one. It's just odd.
That's a very interesting feature.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I need to upgrade my main fleet. My main fleet is now 7.5K.
Science Division
secondary
reports
fleet.
success.
Going to be reinforced.
Oh, man.
What's wrong?
I just had to re-up my... One thing that happens, I think it's just happening a lot right now because of the way this game is going, and also because of the way that Final Federation 2 has gone to a much lesser extent. Like, the re-upping of the deals with the curators and the artisan troop are extremely costly. Like, they come up and I'm like, God, I don't want to spend another 5,000 energy right now. And the only reason it's problematic is that the economy has been kind of like slowly getting going. Yeah, tanking or just not building speed at the appropriate rate. Not accelerating like I would like it to, thanks very much. But let's see what I can do. I'm going to build another civics district here because it seems like we need to.
Oh, I've gotten some sweet alloys. Okay, I think we can do much better this time around.
Yes.
I have more faith now.
Agreed. I do need to build a few platforms. I can do that relatively soonish, maybe.
It's a surprise mechanic. Yeah, we're going to be milking that now. It's not a bug, it's a feature. It's a mechanic.
Yeah, for sure.
What else am I missing over here? Oh, we don't have any anomalies left. I keep hearing anomaly.
Anomaly.
That's also from you.
From Dynastic Divinity.
A long time ago, but it was so good.
Anomalies.
Anomaly.
That's so true. David's asking if I can clear some tiles. Not particularly. I mean, there's nothing stopping me from building additional districts apart from just my district limit. There are blockers that I still have on some of my worlds, but again, not enough blockers that it's actually slowing me down or preventing me from expanding in the direction that I would like. So, cannot clear
Thank you.
any tiles.
I'm very happy with the suggestion.
Why, can you clear tiles?
Yes.
There you go. Thanks, David. Drew heard you.
I heard you. I listen.
I don't.
No, you
I
never
never
do.
listen.
That's okay.
Is it though?
Let's see. Yeah, I'm
Ships
gonna clear
refitted.
everything I can now. Ha!
Oh, nice. Spurius
Volunteer.
Papinius just gained, who is my admiral for classes 2, just gained the weapons range plus 20% bonus. Very
Oh,
nice.
I love that one. That's a good one.
Okay, I'm definitely going
Ships
to...
refitted.
I just got the Great Game Tradition, which is going to reduce my defense platform build cost and Starbase upgrade cost by 33%. So that's freaking huge.
Good. I need gases, exotic gases. Who sells those? Oh, somebody died.
Ships
Hang on.
refitted.
Who died? Scientist. No! On a science ship. Where?
What is happening over there?
I don't know.
Construction complete.
Who died?
Ships
You died.
refitted.
Did you finish your research? I hope you did.
Yeah, it's so nice to see some cheaper platforms now.
Wait, what was I doing? Oh, yeah. I was looking for gas.
It really is. I mean, I guess one thing I'll
Ships
be able to do
refitted.
is terraform Mars before long. And let me check my... Which freaking button is the... Here we go. Expansion planner. Yeah, Mars is literally the only planet surveyed on my expansion planner. That's how...
Science Division report success.
For those of you wondering why
Ships
my
refitted.
score is so low, I don't have planets in my territory. And I'm surrounded. I can't remember the last time that I felt so. It's not necessarily that the planets aren't there, but the
Ships
AI
refitted.
got to like all of them first, which is an interesting turn of events. Let's just put it that way.
Each and every one of them.
Yes. Each and every one. It's been fun, let me tell you. Ooh. Moat harvesting traps. Hang on. Might be time
Oh,
for
yes.
those. Yep. Let's do that. Get some more rare resources. I'm already doing pretty well on volatile moats, so anything to boost those will come in
Hey.
handy. Yeah, we'll
Okay,
go ahead and
good.
do a little bit more food production.
First fleet at 8K, second at 5.5. Getting better.
Yep. My first is at 6.9, my second is at 6.5, and technically I could probably build more, but I think what I'd prefer to do is start bolstering my defenses, as I said,
Yes.
because
Right.
one of the reasons I've struggled each time that these wars have started is that my platforms haven't been in place yet, and given the fact that I don't have that many built right now, it might even happen again. But let me see if I can...
Quite interesting, because I hardly ever build any defense platforms.
I've
Ever.
gotten bigger on that lately. Like in my offline play and my online play, like I finally started, I think it's a little bit easier economically than it used to be. So your reasoning might be quite solid based on an older version of Stellaris. Like sometimes building those can be really punishing on the economy. But I think maybe around the same time that the second and third tier resources were added, where consumer goods and alloys became a thing, since your
Since
platforms use, I mean, they do use some rare resources, but your platforms use mainly energy. It seems like it's easier to upkeep them in more recent versions. And
The
people
change-
can sound off and see if they agree in the comments. I'm not sure if that's a general impression, but I definitely feel like I've had an easier time building up true defensive stations with platforms in the most recent games of Stellaris, which I love because my style tends, like, errs on the side of a more defensive empire building type of player anyway.
Aw, thank you, Kitty. Kitty's giving compliments.
Don't.
Recycling campaign. No, I need that back. Ooh, new ascension perk. Number 4.
Who died? Oh, had an envoy die. That's like the least concerning death possible.
An envoy, yeah. I don't even know why they have a pop-up for that.
Yeah.
Because they immediately get replaced. I don't even have one vision yet. Should I go for one vision? Yes. Lower amenities usage? Yes, please.
Yeah. That could come in handy.
Yeah. They want all the movie theaters and the bowling alleys.
Yep. And the toilet paper.
Oh, don't forget the toilet.
Don't forget the toilet paper. It's so
okay,
important.
we need to go back to war. I'm feeling it.
Huh?
I'm feeling.
You ready to go back to war? Is that what we said?
Yeah. I'm ready to crush some...
Okay.
What are they? Squids.
Yeah, we can put them on their back heel if you want to. Hang on, let me clear one blocker. By the way, for the commenter David, who was asking, can I clear some tiles? Now, as you can see on Ithaca, I've given the order to clear the last blocker, but we did finally run up against our blockers a moment ago, so that's a little bit more necessary. Ah, dang it! Here we go again. Same thing. The deal to re-up with the curators came up, and I had just gotten rid of a bunch of stuff. I had just sold a number of things.
I got a comment from DJ saying, because it has a minor effect when an envoy dies, as they do have levels. Not much, but it's an effect. Okay, so you might want to know that somebody died.
Yes, yeah, it's worth knowing that, okay, a really venerable envoy passed away. But I think what's interesting about it, and the reason that I think maybe what Drew and I were both getting at, because that's a very good point, DJ, but I think what Drew and I were both getting at is that right now, the envoy gets replaced automatically. So yeah, you might need the notification, but most of the, like for instance, a death notification, every other death notification in the game generally signals that you need to replace somebody. So the envoy death kind of throws me off a little bit, if that makes sense. And it might just be an adjustment that I need to make. But having played Stellaris from the beginning, it's a jarring change that this pop-up comes up that makes me feel like I need to replace someone, and I don't. So that's why it's
Science
kind of
Division
weird.
reports a new breakthrough.
I was very confused the first time it happened to me. I was like, what do I do? Where are the envoys? How do I replace them? Yeah.
Okay. I am finally researching Megaforges.
Megaforgers.
Finally. Just like we need
And
hollow theaters on
for the people
Luna.
who saw me upgrade Pole Core, this starbase, and are wondering why, because there's trade value here, here, and over here. So we get 3 trade value in through one little starbase, and I think that's great.
Nice. Okay, so I'm positioning my fleet at the Syria station so I can start moving into the territory they've taken from me in the north. And the territory that's a little bit closer to you, if you want to make that your attack front, we can hit them at the same time.
I think we should.
Yep. Make them regret their life decisions.
Hang on, I gotta... Okay. Fleet. What were we doing with the fleet?
I've got my fleet going up to Sirius.
There we go. Yes. Oh, I was talking to myself, actually.
Oh, okay. Fine.
It happens.
I'm chopped liver.
Let's see. You're in Sirius. Okay, and I'll go to Rizor. Or Rizor.
Drew.
And...
Drew.
What?
Hold on. Okay, hang on.
do?
One of my no. What you got to hear this, and everyone on your channel has to hear this. At least the people who appreciate the Megaforger joke. So one of my regulars just commented, "Hadrian, the next time you make a military Stellaris campaign, I hope it's titled Forged in Fire." You're not laughing. You're not laughing. It's so
really
funny.
Good.
It's so great.
That is really good. That's good. That is good. You have to
Thank
do
you
it
for that,
now.
Science Division reports success.
Yeah, I pretty much have to do it. That would be a good. That would genuinely be for a channel milestone, for a celebration that's channel related, just to do something fun for the subscribers. That might actually be something I think about, because that would just be funny.
Fire.
Just to kind of.
I love it.
Because I tend to take my campaigns fairly seriously, as much as I'm open to making mistakes, and I like the fact that things can go wrong and create more interesting stories, and I'm opposed to the idea of, oh, I should just play perfectly because I'm a content creator. I think that's stupid. But so I do try to take myself seriously, though.
Science Division
I think it might be nice to go in the
breakthrough.
opposite direction and just make as much fun as possible in a series. Oh, now Justin said he seconds that.
Megaforgers now too.
Well,
Science Division
Justin
reports a new
supports
breakthrough.
the notion. Now I have to do it. Now I've gotta.
Now you have no choice.
Yep. I got 2 of my mods telling me to do it. It's well, okay, crap.
Megaforger. Forged in fire.
Watch Praetorian chime in a second and be like, yeah, you have to do it. I'm like, dang it, I'm truly outnumbered. Let's see.
Ooh. Okay, so my wormhole connects to Sadatoni. Where is that?
Sadad Tony. That sounds familiar. Do a quick app search.
Yeah, I was. Oh, is it? Oh yeah. Sada. There we go. It's in.
The commune of Zel.
Yep.
Zelmiris.
Zelmiris.
Okay.
They are suspicious of us.
Of course they are.
Maybe I should send envoy there. I don't have one left.
All right. Mega Furgers are finally
Bye,
happening.
kitty!
This is incredibly delayed. Incredibly delayed, but they're finally happening.
Or you could do a D&D crossover, says DJ, and call it a Furge of Fury.
Yeah, that would work well too. I appreciate you appreciating the joke, DJ. That means a lot to me, brother. The funny thing is, and Drew can attest to this, like as can some of my regulars in chat, I genuinely don't know where it came from. Like it just tumbled out of my mouth, Mega Furger. I was perfectly reticent that day. It was a perfectly normal episode. It wasn't like I was tired or having an off day. I just said Mega Furger instead of Forger, and it, oh my god, it's the best thing ever.
You were perfectly fine that day.
Ships refitted.
I was drunk the whole day.
See, the truth comes out.
Yeah. I've never been drunk in my life, actually.
Me neither, actually.
Tipsy, yes. Drunk, no.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. And there's always a certain portion of people that when I say that go, like...
Yeah. I think we'll have started a discussion now.
Oh yeah, it's going to start. I'm counting down in my mind. I'm watching the chat. I'm just excited that the Mega Forges, there I said it right, are building on my worlds. Because that's... My mineral income is finally going to go down, but my alloy income, I'll be able to
Ships
upgrade
refitted.
my stations much faster.
I'm losing alloys like crazy.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Once I'm done building up, I'll be happy to share. I just, given what
Ships
they've been doing
refitted.
to me primarily, if you don't mind,
Oh, no, it's fine.
I'm going to hoard my alloys.
Ships refitted.
And then I
I
will
should
gladly,
fix it.
as soon as I have a surplus, be a more supportive ally.
Nah, I should be able to
I'll be an
fix
Ships
ally
refitted.
with my alloys.
it. Ally. Oh, no,
Ships
he didn't.
refitted.
Okay. DJ says it's an awful, terrible joke, but it's my job to encourage such things. That's true. And Zatelier says fine and drunk aren't exclusive terms, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a point.
Very true.
You got a point. Ooh, my general died. That's not good.
I'm sorry to hear that. R.I.P. Drew's general. What was the general's name?
I don't remember.
Wow. You care about your people so much.
Gari Jadir.
Okay. I'm going to watch
And now
my
I have a new
alloy
one
income.
called Morbithorac.
119 minerals
I'm
and
ready.
15 alloys. Hang on. I'm watching these complete. Give me 20 more days just because I want the satisfaction. Right now I have 101 minerals extra and 28 alloys extra. In 10 days, there's going to be a bit of a sea change.
By the way, did you
Yep.
see the last episode of
Oh, it's already
La
shifted.
Casa de Papel?
Of what?
No, I guess you didn't.
No.
Netflix, La Casa de Papel, the last episode? No?
I have not heard of or seen that show. I am terrible at least at present with watching TV. I must confess.
I'm not going to talk about it then.
Okay. Yeah, don't spoil it. You can tell me about the show in general, and maybe other people will be intrigued.
It's a good show. It's on Netflix. It's a Spanish show, so you need to be able to stomach the Spanish. I really love listening to it, but I know that some people don't like to hear
Science Division
other
reports a
languages
new
when they're watching
breakthrough.
shows.
Doesn't bother me.
Because it can be I guess distracting, but it's about a gang of people attacking the Spanish National Bank
Ah.
and getting into the bank, and then all kinds of things happen. But it has 4 seasons now. It's a really good show, especially the first 2 seasons, I would say, are ridiculously good.
Awesome. Well,
But,
noted.
I don't know if anybody else has watched it, but the last episode, I just watched it tonight. And they did the German joke, and I really loved it. But I can't say more now.
Okay.
And now everybody's going to want to watch it, right?
Curious.
Yeah. This is how cliffhangers work.
Well played. Well played, Drew.
Science Division reports success.
Yeah. So my minerals, apparently when I said I want to take a look at how much they changed, like the change didn't kick in the next month the way I thought it would. So there was one shift from when one of them finished, but then the other ones didn't give me that satisfaction. Oh, hey, battleships.
Hey, I'm equivalent to the Kunti.
Okay. Well, I am. My ships are ready. I'm going to give a quick upgrade order, which should go through relatively quickly.
Good. I'm ready to.
But if you want to set up the declaration, I can do it if you would like. But
is there any way to find out whether there's a corporate branch on your
Ships
planet?
refitted.
Yeah. If you
How?
go to the planetary screen and the tabs on the very bottom.
Science Division reports a new
If
breakthrough.
there's a corporate entity, even if there's a criminal syndicate, you will see it?
Ships refitted.
I think even for criminal syndicates, yeah.
Okay, so there's no corporate entity here then. Why are you guys so unhappy then? Dum-dums.
Remember claims in the south. What claims do you mean, Eric? I mean, claims right here. I mean, that's more territory that Drew might take.
Well,
So,
the
like-
south here? Gathrica and Plessis?
Yeah, I already have those claimed.
Yeah, I think you should take those.
Yeah, I have those claimed myself, but like, I mean, I can claim a few more systems, I suppose, here. I mean, we can fully conquer them. So to a certain extent, claims don't matter that much. But I guess one thing I can do is take the Shibalia system from them, which would be a way to kind of box them in from some of their neighbors. Although, Shibalia or Sabine? I think I'll leave it as is. I'm going to make those claims. I also don't want to burn too much influence. But you ready to declare?
Yes, I am. I just got some more claims on them, so I'm good.
Okay. All right. So let's see. Declare war. Do we want to just do? Yeah, let's do conquer. And yeah, there you go.
Standing by to commence offensive operations.
It begins.
Okay, so as soon as this little ship merges with the killer bees, I can go. I have 2 fleets, murder hornets and killer bees.
Do it. I've got classes 1 and classes 2. I'm a boring Roman.
Very boring. Classes 2? Yeah, well, it's fine. Kill the squids, says Luke.
Oh yeah, we're going after the squids.
We shall.
They might need to become
die.
food.
Seafood. Cats do like seafood.
Yep. All right, so I'm taking the Jugrad station now, which is actually mine. Thank you very much. I just want to point that out.
And during this whole war, I have an unspent civic point.
Wow.
Oh, this is going to be really hard to decide on right now.
Have fun with that.
Ships refitted.
Oh, man. I do have slaves, so maybe I should do slaver guilds.
Probably so. All right, I'm just going to start rampaging through their territory until they stop me. I'll keep an eye on them, of course. I'm not going to be too foolhardy with this.
Or Distinguished Admiralty. Ship fire rate plus 10%, fleet command limit plus 10.
Looking at new civics.
Yeah, I need one more.
It sounds like a decent choice.
Ships refitted. Ships
I'm
refitted.
gonna go with that.
You know, it's
Oh,
interesting.
I don't have the
Ships
I don't have
refitted.
influence.
I think I'm actually going to disband my platforms down at the Srudma station because it's so far away at this point. It was once more of a defensive bastion, but after that last war, I think disbanding these will ultimately be better for my economy. I'm just looking at it going, that's not necessary. None of that is necessary. None of that's needed. All right. It looks like the Everite are already jumping in. Yeah. The Everite are
Very
jumping
good
in to help
friend.
me on my front.
Very good.
Yes, Nick, the new Song of the Star series I want to do will be an actual, I don't know if I'll do Gestalt consciousness, but something very similar. Like, I definitely want to role-play as much as I can, as much as I ever role-play anyway, that empire. Make a setup for that empire that is consistent with the current version of the game. Because for those of you who are not aware, when I talk about Song of the Stars, that was my first Stellaris series ever. And I think I just found their fleet.
Oh, where is it?
It's in Riador. I'm going to back off.
Oh, yeah.
So
Ooh! How is that equivalent? That's not equivalent.
it's okay. We got this.
It's 22k.
It's okay.
No, I'm not stressed. I'm just like, oh, now they're superior. Okay, well, that makes sense. Because I was like, that's not equivalent. That's a lie.
Tracking enemy
The
fleet.
cake is a lie, okay?
Yeah, they have a number of fleets, actually. Ooh, interesting. I don't know what these guys are doing. All right, I'm going to tell... All right, Classis 1 is set to take point. So I'm going to hang out at the Jugrod station because it's currently 5k. And we're going to see if we can stand against them.
Okay.
Because I've taken point, the Everite are hanging out with me.
Good
They have
luck.
another fleet that is hanging back. It's heading to Tau Cygni. All right, where's Tau Cygni? Okay, they're going to another system. So the
Station
Everite-
reports enemy contact.
Right, yeah, so they're trying to hit some of the systems that I've taken from them. Oh, did they just back off? They just backed off. You jerks, I need you here.
Yeah, don't come over to me. go play with Hadrian.
I mean, by all means, let's just hit them on two fronts, and we'll be fine.
Ooh, they just flew into your territory.
I see them, but that's... They're taking side systems, you know?
Mhm.
Like, that's not... Jugrod is the choke point.
That's because they're scared.
Yep. I don't
They've
know.
got a planet called Hidden Pearl. That's a nice name.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Ship upkeep reduced by 10%, a naval capacity increase, or ship build cost reduced by 10%. Yeah, let's definitely do build cost reduction.
So their home system has a 1k starbase. That's it. Wait, I'm laughing about that, but what does mine have?
What the actual heck?
Okay, 2k. I'm like 100% better.
Okay.
Doesn't go that way.
I'm going to do a slave processing center because I have some slaves on my worlds, and I think that's the reason for some of my discontent. So if I do a slave processing facility, that
Tracking
should help
enemy
economically.
fleet.
Right, I don't know what you guys are doing. Go. I think they might be turning back.
Yes, that's why I'm gonna take their home system away from them really quickly before they get over here.
Nicely done.
Two.
I didn't
Oh,
realize
wait, I
that
even
my
lost my
orders
voice.
to encourage planetary growth. What now?
I even lost my voice in excitement. I was like, ah! Okay,
All right, I don't know what these guys are doing. Like they're...
Oh yeah, you run. You run. You run.
You kicking butt over there?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're two fleets that they have in Alcor right now. If I were to hit
Yes.
them,
Yes.
I would win.
Go-
if they
go
keep them
for it.
separate. I'm going to do it. Because
Kicking
I
butt
think they
to
doubled back to
win.
hit you. I'm going to take this
Yeah.
opportunity. They have
That's
another
very
fleet
likely.
that could bolster and possibly even the odds, but it's too far away. It's 2 jumps away. I'm 1 jump away.
Yeah, and I'm indiscriminately bombarding them, I hope, at least.
Nice.
Hey, Skox, a multiplayer stream. Yes, you are right. Your eyes are not deceiving you.
Yeah. It's a very rare thing for either of us.
Mm-hmm.
You have good ideas. What can we say?
Yes, exactly. I'm playing with Hadrian. That sounds dirty.
Really? Really, Drew?
Sorry.
That's
Sorry.
no, don't apologize. It's fine, but like you have a very low threshold. I've observed.
Oh, very, very low.
Not that
That's
I
true.
don't, but it's just amusing.
Very low.
Why is my
apple
second
died.
fleet not? My second fleet jumped in at a different time than my first fleet, so the battle is a little bit skewed, and that's very annoying. I think we'll still win here.
Come
Also,
on, hurry up, guys.
I think I can do my combat edicts again soon. I don't currently have them up because I was low on the resources. Yep, we got him.
Bombing indiscriminately. I don't believe it. Where can
You
I
got
find
him.
that again? Oh. Orbital bombardment. Are you both bombing or no?
All right, we've got them. I am going to send pause for a moment just so I can give an order. Sorry. Fleet's moving too quickly.
There we go.
All right,
Indiscriminate.
I definitely have some research projects that I want to take.
Now it's indiscriminate. Kill everybody on the capital.
Yeah. Capacity overload is up, but I don't think I'm going to re-up that for now.
Oh, they're coming. They're coming. I'm going to have to...
They're coming to see you?
Yep. Land the armies and go away. Run! Run!
Okay. I have officially taken my systems back on one side of my front.
Okay, nice.
And like that loss just... I think that might have done him in.
No, we can't even do the status quo yet.
Well, no. I'm not saying that loss ends the war, but like as far as their ability to come back from that, because I'm going to keep pushing at this point. And
yes, very good.
I think those were two of their larger fleets that, for whatever reason, they separated off from like the fleet that could have turned the tide.
Yes.
So I'm going to take advantage of that to the best of my ability.
That fleet
Science
is now
Division
coming
reports
back
a new
to
breakthrough.
their main systems.
By the way, I
Because,
just got battleships.
I took their capital. So
Well done.
it was fun.
I don't doubt it. All right, let's go ahead and boost engineering research because it's time. Oh boy. Let's see. Do I have a slave processing? Yeah, I'm doing slave processing pretty much on all of my worlds at this point because I think that's where my crime is coming from. It's been a while since I played as an empire with slaves, and so I had to kind of adjust to that.
Me too. I don't think I've adjusted yet. Okay, they're taking back their capital system. They do have an army with them, so they might immediately take back their capital, but it is 46% devastated. So they'll have some issues for a while.
Okay, I'm queuing up some orders to hit both of the fleets they have in this region, so they're going to lose even more in a moment, and then I'm going to give orders to keep taking systems.
Battle debris
They're
secured.
actually not taking back their planet, but they are continuing to fly south. The Everites are coming too, though. So they're trying to take back everything I just took, but that's okay.
Well, they're going to have some problems with that.
Yes, they are. I'm going to reinforce my fleet.
The Everite are down near Tau Cygni, so I need to take Gathrika and Plessis at some point, but shouldn't be hard. Once we truly eliminate their economic potential.
Luke says, die, stupid fish things, die.
Right? They need to. All right, let's get a 5% research boost, because reasons.
Okay, they only went as far as Idria, and then they went back Galactic North, so they didn't even take their planets back.
I don't understand.
Take the planet back now.
I'm going to break these. Yeah, Okay, there's one disband button. That's good to know. When you're disbanding, I just had my Empress pass away. So Numeria Hadrianus is now... I'll finish that thought in a moment. All right, so... oh, good. I have a warlike leader now. Emperor Octavius. Fantastic. He's expansionist and warlike, so that's kind of freaking perfect timing.
Good.
But... yeah, there is a button for disbanding all of your defense platforms at once, and I hadn't noticed that previously. Like, I saw it, but I assumed that it wouldn't do something that straightforward. But it does. Yay.
They are flying back and forth. They clearly don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But they have left a small fleet, Typhoon, in the home
Battle
system.
debris
so as
secured.
soon as that bigger fleet is further away, I'm going to go back in and kill that small fleet if I can.
G-Press, I appreciate that, man. Drew and I both have a similar situation in that our schedules don't really allow either of us on our channels independently or together when we're doing stuff like this to stream regularly, as much as we might like to. Especially with everything going on in the world right now, it's like we both really enjoy being able to do this and give people a place to hang out and just kind of have a little bit of a social environment and a bit of an escape and just provide some entertainment. But that being said, it's not possible, really, I think, in either of our cases to have a regular streaming schedule. So
Battle debris secured.
we will continue to do this kind of when we have time. Surprise streams have always been the name of the game for me, and I haven't done that many of them. I've done a few from Mixer lately, just streaming from my console for fun. I don't even have good recording equipment set up. I just do it just to kind of give myself and give others an outlet in this time that we're living in. When things start ramping up, to, I guess you would say, full productivity levels again, whenever that may be, it'll be a little bit more challenging. But I'm glad that you're enjoying it, and believe me, we both wish that we could do more of it.
Yeah, we are quite a few hours apart, so it's not easy to time these things.
That too.
Oh, I have no energy left. How did that happen? Okay, well.
How did that happen? Did you have capacity overloads and then it went away and you didn't notice? Because that happens to me all the time.
Let me check.
That would be understandable.
No, that is not what happened.
Hey, the Haspalv Covenant just declared me a rival. Who are the Haspalv Covenant? Oh, they're the border nation with the tribes of Kundia, and they are much stronger, but they're equivalent in power, so fine, I'll rival you back.
They declared you a rival? Oh no, those were the ones I wanted to get into our our little friend circle.
Yeah, they are not friend circle. Is that what we're calling it now? It's not the Tulip Pact. It's just the friend circle.
Friend circle. Oh, I know why I'm losing energy. I'm over naval cap. Oh, that makes sense.
That would do it.
Dum. Anchorages. Go.
The Senate has voted and failed on the resolution minor administrative sanctions. Oh, they're in the war now. The Haspalv Covenant have entered the war.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Why would you do that?
That's an interesting choice on their part.
OPB asks what year it is. It's 2020, OPB.
In the... I think he meant in the game.
Oh, it's 2323.
You troll. Shame on you. Shame on you. He asked a perfectly serious question, and you just, blank-faced. I can imagine your face over there, just blank-faced, wow. Yes. Yodi just said space chicken wings are on the menu, too. So we got space seafood, space chicken wings. All good.
Ooh, chicken wings, yummy.
But see, the problem with that, in addition to the fact that they have more fleets, and so we're going to have to play our cards right. I'm going to pull my ships back a little bit. I also have battleships, so in a moment I might request that we pause so that I can design battleships.
Okay. And
possibly start building those, maybe, perhaps. But the issue is that they've got more powerful fleets, and they're going to come in and start helping out with the fight, which, tactically that poses a challenge, but also just in terms of us being able to finish the war.
Yes.
Because we have to defeat them to some extent in order for war exhaustion to reach a point where we can say, hey, end this war, we won. So,
exactly. And
really problematic.
I'll be flying back in as soon as my ships are upgraded because they just took their homeworld back. But that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it back. It will be fine. It will be fine. Naval Logistics Office and the Outfield Trading Company here.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
I don't know why. I'm sure people watching can see this happening, but I am not able to queue up defense platforms on Jograt. Oh, that's why, because I don't actually own it. Sorry, I was clicking the wrong station. It's like, what's going on? I'm confused.
Well, if you'd like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
I know, right?
Space KFC and space sushi. Exactly, Luke.
I did put a ring on it, but then it cheated on me because it went to go hang out with the tribes of Kundia, so,
Bad. Very bad.
Very bad indeed.
Gots to kill it now. Hey, maybe I can get some of the Marauders to raid them too.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
Oh, yes, I can. Bash.
All right, pause for a moment, if you don't mind.
Oh, sorry.
I'm going to design battleships.
Le battleships? Okay, good.
Oh, nice. The automatic name for the battleship was immediately Tacitus. I'll take it. Let's see. I think we'll just go for a broadside start. I'm just a general kick-ass combat-based ship. Railgun in the large slot.
Will Druzhnik become the Senate through space sushi? Maybe.
Never say never.
Never say never. You're all making me hungry talking about food like that.
It's mean.
Very mean.
Right. Auxiliary fire control. Also, I have shield capacitors. I probably need to install them on my ships. That would probably come in handy. Now that I finally researched them. Okay, I've got the Tacitus designed.
What am I in need of? Consumer goods.
Things are finally starting to look more normal as far as like the decisions that I can make. So I'm like going through and adding things to my ships that normally would have been there ages and ages ago.
Ooh, okay. Should I look at my ships too then? Oh, auxiliary fire control. I can't save my ships because they're already being built.
Yeah. I think I'm in a good position right now where I don't have any being built, so I'm taking advantage of it.
That's such a nice feature in Stellaris.
Yeah, that it controls that?
Ugh, it's annoying. Okay, whatever.
Oh, were you being sarcastic?
No.
You said that so seriously. It completely went under my radar. Well played.
Oh, really? Good job, me.
I'd like to think that my sarcasm radar is pretty damn good. Like, I genuinely believed you for a moment there. Maybe if I could have seen your face, I would have known.
Yes.
Let's see.
I
would
guess
have
that's
would have seen the telltale
advantage
eye roll.
Viewers have.
Yes.
Crew quarters here too. I am the Senate. Yes.
I am the Senate.
Well, that's pretty good.
I need a bit more gravel in my voice, and I've had too much hydration over the past hour, but thank you. There's certain voices that like you have to have like a rasp to it, so like only at certain times of day, or like if you haven't had anything to drink for like 6 hours. Yeah, exactly, Nate. Do it. Like that's, you know, if you can have a little bit more just dryness of the vocal cords, then it's easier to pull that off. Okay.
You have been that. It's me.
Nick says they've been in the war since the war started. They just haven't been contributing, which that sounds a little bit more believable. We just didn't notice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds believable. Your slaves want to see you, Rumi.
Okay. I think I'll design one more
Carol.
battleship type.
She's like, don't disturb me, I kill you.
All right. I'm setting up.
I might have forgotten, but where does the
class.
wormhole in Bagal lead to? It leads here, Luke. To where was it? Here, Satatonia. That's why I just sent an envoy there to improve relationships with these guys. Yeah, she's very cute, OPB, until you wake her up, and then she's not that cute.
You wanna kill this?
Okay. I've got my 2 battleships designed. Let's go ahead and get them added. I wonder if the Classes 2 bug is still happening. Oh, good. It's not happening anymore. Don't know why that was happening in the first place.
I told you, your fans want to see you.
So, are we ready to unpause?
Give me one more second. I'm just adding my battleships to my designs, my fleet designs. And, okay, unpause. Go ahead. Touche.
Oh, I can wait.
No, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I was doing the last few clicks. So yeah, your timing was good.
How are you doing? I'm fine. Okay.
Congratulations to your sister, Nate. That's awesome. Nate Jensen says, so my sister's having a baby today, and we're trying to convince her to name her Padme. Happy Star Wars Day, everyone.
Ooh,
Happy Star Wars Day indeed.
Yep. May the 4th be
Godspeed
with you.
with that. Yeah, may the 4th be with you indeed. He's going to need it in that case. Can you imagine an actual child named Padme?
It's actually a nice name.
In the real world. I went to private school as a young kid, and maybe I shouldn't admit that publicly, but like the way that socially things can work out in those like small environments.
Ships
If there's
refitted.
anything that kind of differentiates you, oh god, kids can be vicious.
Oh, you mean a name like Padme?
Mm-hmm. It is a nice name though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have a
very
problem
nice
with it. I just think in terms of those experiences and be like, oh boy, that could introduce challenges. You need a certain personality to deal with that.
name. That is true.
right, so I will be able fairly soon, I think. I have a bit of an energy deficit, but I will be able to get my battleships building.
Come on, hurry up with the upgrade already. I want to get flying.
Right?
I want to get going.
Ships refitted.
I also added more cruisers to my fleets, just so I can be able to stand up against these guys.
Good. Oh, this is so slow.
I know, it's taking a moment. Is it a long upgrade?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are obnoxious.
Ships refitted.
Unfortunately,
Ships
so,
refitted.
yes.
Ships refitted.
And there's one other fleet to upgrade too.
Ships refitted.
Here comes the ships refitted spam.
Ships refitted.
Sorry. Here it is. I can't turn it off.
Ships refitted.
This is a feature that I love, let me tell you. Air quotes, feature.
Ships have been made superior.
Thank you, Nick. That was so helpful. Let me tell you, man. Like, the additional ships refitted in chat, that just really makes it. Like, now I feel like I know that my ships have been refitted.
You know?
I feel like I'm aware. Thank you, Hunter. Thank you. Caleb, they were, in case you missed it, they were refitted. Yeah, they were. I almost missed it. You know what the game should do?
It should tell you.
They should tell you.
Yeah.
Even better than just telling you, it should be an audio notification. And what if they had it play over and over and over?
Every time.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that that's not in the game is just inexcusable to me.
That would be such a good feature.
Yeah. Yeah. Wasn't being sarcastic, by the way. I was totally serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would we be sarcastic about that? There's no reason to be. We're just being truthful. I mean, it would be helpful. I think everyone agrees in chat, clearly.
We don't want to miss it. No.
Say ships refitted if you agree in chat. In Druzhnik
Get
channel
on
too,
with it!
Just so she has to endure this with me.
Another Monty Python reference.
Get on with it!
Oh, I was watching a movie with a friend a while ago, and I said, "Bring out your dead," and the reference just went unnoticed and misunderstood. And I was so
sorry.
Very upset.
Skywatch
I was like,
is
"Why are you my
tracking
friend?
a new enemy
we
fleet.
should not be friends."
That's a tragedy.
Science Division report
because
success.
It's bad.
Nice.
Bad.
So these big dumb dummies are trying to move in on the systems that I've taken. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can push back in their direction. I imagine I'll encounter some fleets belonging to the Haspov Covenant. It's actually a Haspov fleet, so this is one of theirs. Oh, hey, physics research.
Oh my god, this upgrade is so slow. It's like the slowest of slow. Why are you so slow?
Yeah, Nick wins with this comment. After all, it's not like you have to manually tell your ships to be upgraded or retrofitted so you would already know it's happening or anything, right?
No.
Yeah, it's not like that's something you do all the time as part of core gameplay. Why would you need a notification?
I think Hunter came over here as well to tell me that ships are being refitted.
Hunter, you legend. You legend.
Hi, Hunter. Yeah, I'm gonna hear it hopefully soon. Because this is taking forever. I'm gonna build a second shipyard there. And in the meantime, I really want this. I want to kill that fleet though. Go. Killer bees, go kill them. With fire.
Do it.
Can you? I think you can. I think you can. Come on, guys. I believe in you. Actually, I'm gonna take the murder hornets too. Go.
All right, so this fleet's gonna die.
Kill it.
Emperor Octavius Hadrianus has gained new skills. Nice. So not only do I have a warlike expansionist leader, I have a battleship-focused leader now too. So, heck yeah.
Science
Perfect
Division
leader for
report
this situation.
success.
I'll take it. I've got my research boosts going right now, pretty much across the board.
Kill their army! Kill their army! Kill their army! Go,
Yeah.
go, go!
My
I'm not
second fleet is not doing a good job. Yeah, clearly. My second fleet is not doing a good job of keeping up. I'm starting to have some serious crime issues. I need my planets to grow so that I can actually like build some precinct houses.
That felt good. Ooh, another gene modification point then. I need to get a better army because my army is really, really bad. Fear campaign.
I'm not sure why. It's really interesting what just happened. Maybe I had the wrong button pressed. I thought I gave an order to Fleet 1, but I gave an order to Fleet 2. Yodi just said, I like when watery tarts throw swords at people.
Well, it's basis for government, so.
I mean, if I went round claiming to be an emperor, just because some watery tart lobbed a scimitar at me, they'd put me away.
At me, Red Tide. If you dare. Oh, they're coming. They're coming at me. Oh, they got 2 battleships. That's not good. Upgrade quickly!
Science Division reports success.
This might be dicey.
What's
Come on,
happening?
Starhold in 13, 12, 11, 10. They're coming with their big fleet, 16k. Coming over to play.
Well, I am, I think, in a position to hit one of the Haspal fleets pretty damn hard. So I'm gonna make sure. Hang on. Yeah, I think I have an idea. Let me. For whatever reason, my second fleet is having a harder job. Maybe because the first fleet has. No, he does have a ship. Yeah, that's why. There is a slight speed boost to one of my fleets.
Yes, that can do you in.
Yeah. Which reminds me, I said this a while ago and I didn't do it. I can totally re-up my combat edicts.
I'm doing the same thing right now.
How am I doing on exotic gases? Not too great. I'll do shield boost. And then crystalline sensors. Do I have enough for that? Oh, heck yeah. And I will do capacity overload again because I need it. I'll do the healthcare campaign again. All right, now let me go ahead and hit these
Battle
guys.
debris secured.
There's a large fleet, a couple of large fleets. Mainly, the main strength is in the Haspal corner. We're going to hit
Yeah, and there's
Somalia.
one in Ensmars that is 15.6k.
Well, these guys are about to die. Their construction ships are running. Run away!
Are you in the UK, says Shanlu. Are your CK2 series similar to John's from Many a True Nerd? I have, I think, only one big CK2 series, and I don't think it's similar to Many a True Nerd. And I'm not in the UK, I'm in the Netherlands. Thank you for coming in, by the way. Don't forget about your government point. Yes, I know, Luke. But I have to survive this first.
Yeah. I'm actually
They're
going
coming
to...
with 2 big fleets now, and they're actually stronger than I am, but I do have a starbase as well, so maybe...
I'm withdrawing both of my fleets considerably back, just because, not because they're in danger of losing, but because I want to make sure my ship health remains nice and high.
Hey, can you check the status quo piece, if that's favorable?
It's definitely favorable. We have 30 points of favorable.
Should we take it?
I haven't. All right, Gatherkin. I would be okay with taking it. Maybe let me grab the Belvaris Maelstrom real quick. I just control shift click that.
Well, the thing is, they are coming in with 2 huge fleets and a transport fleet, so...
So you want to take it right now?
if we take much longer, they will take a planet back, and at this rate, they stand to lose a planet.
Well, when I say let me take the Belvaris Maelstrom, my ships are in the neighboring system. They can hop over there. There's nothing stopping me. The Belvaris Maelstrom has a very small starbase, so this will be mine in about 30 seconds.
Okay, do it. And then quickly
status quo. Yeah, that's fine.
You say yes when you've got it, and then I'll pause.
Yep.
Okay.
I will say the word yes at the opportune moment. I haven't watched a Pirates of the Caribbean movie recently enough to do a perfect Jack Sparrow accent.
Science Division
But if I had,
reports a new
I
breakthrough.
would make an opportune moment joke. Yes.
Planet. Oh, okay. They haven't taken it yet, so maybe it'll still be mine. Try it.
All right. Settle status quo. All right, sent the offer. Let's unpause.
Oh, they kept it. Because they took the starbase.
Really?
Yeah.
Did
Well,
they
they
take
are
the
much
starbase
smaller now.
while I was taking the Belvaris Maelstrom?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was that close.
That's okay, because in 10 years we'll just kill them.
Fair enough. Okay, well, with that done, this is a much better situation than we started out with a while ago.
Oh, yes. And this is why we endured and we didn't quit.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like, when you're playing in the Long Dark, or any survival game, anything with this kind of mechanic, it's like when you have a game put you up against the wall, doesn't necessarily mean, oh, okay, restart your save. Sometimes it does, because sometimes you can tell that the dice roll is just so bad that it might not be particularly fun, especially if you're playing by yourself.
Yes.
I mean, that's true. But, okay, sweet. I've got Fleet Logistics Core, so ship upkeep will be reduced by 10%. But yeah, like in this situation, especially multiplayer, I think it's just so interesting when you can have a good Pyrrhic situation unfold like this. I love it.
The tables turn, as you can see.
Yes. I don't have an Autoton Monument on this world. What? I have so few planets and I don't have an Autoton Monument.
Whoa, what is going on with all these fleets? Why are you... Oh, man, you stopped reinforcing? Where? What? What? Huh?
G-Press is asking how many more episodes or streams do we plan to do together? And like we were saying earlier, it's just a matter of what we have time for. I think with this particular playthrough, we'll certainly take it stream by stream until we're done, one way or the other. And after that, it's just a matter of what we're able to do. One thing that I think is more possible for the future, and I've done this with a buddy of mine named Athenon, and Drew immediately chimed in when I did this and was like, we should do this. And I was like, I agree, just for different games. But I've done kind of podcast-style discussions of like updates in some of the games that I follow. So that's something that, because it's pre-recorded and we can kind of set aside time to do it and edit it, might happen a little bit more frequently. But, co-op streams when we're able to find the time. As a surprise, like I said, we will do.
I think I just became Federation president because I suddenly have a Federation fleet and it's big-ish. No, it's small. But it's all separate ships. It's really annoying. Huh. Cool. I can give it my own general.
Nice.
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 Yeah. Did I lose another general? I did! When did that happen? Not a general, admiral.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah. There we go. So
Or no, I would never correct you. I was not about to say that. That would be so rude of me. Yeah, definitely not.
Did somebody correct you, or are you just being...
Oh, no, I'm just being a smartass to you, because I said a moment ago, I was about to say when you were calling generals admirals.
Fine.
I was being a smartass on top of my smartassery. It was meta smartassery. Let's see. Jabba Station. Do I even need the Jabba Station anymore? Arguably not. I'm going to go ahead and downgrade that. Save on resources. Also the Anaconis Station. I'm going to... Does that have platforms? No, it doesn't, but I'm going to downgrade that too. Now there are some stations
Science
in the
Division
area that could collect
reports a
trade
new
value.
breakthrough.
Hey, WT, this is indeed not Green Hell. He's sad because we could have been playing Green Hell.
Oh, founder species on slave market. What? Yep, here they are. Found him. I'll send him to Earth. All right, society research, gene modification points, penal colonies, climate restoration. Holy crap. I need both of those, but I need climate restoration more because I need Mars, so we're going to go for that. Finally, I have another world, Drew. Good God.
Good.
I still, even with what we've conquered, I don't have any more planets. That just added to my
Foreign
resource
powers
income.
are engaging in active
Hey,
hostilities.
what's that conflict that just erupted?
I don't know. Why would I know such things?
Oh wow, there's so many things going on. The Irzuku with Jonas. Oh, we don't care about them. I don't even know who they are. That's how much I don't care about them.
Alright, I'm actually going to have dual starbases up in Zabine and Bavaris Maelstrom to protect that border. And then I think... Yeah, my naval cap's pretty good right now. I'm going to replace...
I'm gonna become strong. All the Rumians are henceforth known as strong.
Stronk.
Strong.
Alright. Well, I'm feeling much better about this at the moment. How about you?
Oh, so much better. You missed a heck of a fight, WT. Whew.
I'm
Two
still...
fights, actually.
I'm still 9th on the victory board, which makes me sad. Also, yeah, you do have to keep in mind that the first two... I mean, look who's winning the game right now. It's so unfair. Like, we
it
can't
me?
possibly... No, not you.
No.
The two... It's the two...
Oh, well,
Fallen
yeah,
Empires.
but I never count those. Those don't count.
I know. It's just so funny to me that they're always number 1 and number 2. Of course they are. Like, they came
Yeah.
first, and they're the most powerful beings in the galaxy. Of course they're
Exactly.
first.
Oh, I'm gonna quickly research projects before they close their borders.
Still building my fleets up, slowly but surely.
Yeah, me too. My murder hornets are now at 10.9k. I don't have battleships yet. I don't even have that option yet.
I do, thank God.
You are way ahead of me in that department.
Alright, so some of my... I can definitely buy some Everite species. Let me check with my species rights, because I feel like some of the species rights in my empire need to be modified. Yeah, so Everites are currently slaves. I'm going to give them full residence, perhaps.
I should do that too. That's really mean because they're our Federation friends.
Full citizenship, perhaps?
Oh, I can't give them full citizenship. I can only
I'm going to give them
request
full citizenship. I'm going to, because I think that they've earned it. They have helped us.
I can't do it. Our empire considers this species to be too alien.
Wow. All right. I'm also going to go ahead and switch to academic privilege, so this could rock my economy a little bit. But I want to get that research boost. Should have done that a while ago. Yeah, you can definitely tell from income changes that things are going to shift slightly, but that's okay. Let me see what I can do here. The Gagasi hegemony has closed their borders to us. Okay, we'll close our borders to you too, sir.
Make them happy, but I don't know how to. However, I can make you use fewer houses.
Construction
option.
complete. Construction complete.
Can't apply that template because we're still modifying our own species.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to do a quick research project. It's going to take 14 months. Ooh,
Construction
I have some
complete.
debris to research. Where?
Debris.
Some debris, yes.
Debris.
It's in Shabalia. I'll go ahead and research that.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Yeah, so making those changes did affect my economy a little bit, but not too severely.
Yeah, it affected me too, but roleplay wise,
It's the right decision to
if,
make.
yeah, if they are Federation friends, they shouldn't be in bad conditions.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree and I concur.
There we go. I just had to connect Zolbox Maw to the trade network because I had added some trade stations to that. Let me go ahead and give the order to upgrade these to Starholds.
Hello.
All right, here comes the
Ships
upgrade spam.
refitted.
Specialist pop out.
Sing along, chat.
Ships refitted. Ships refitted.
I know you want to.
Ships refitted.
We have found
Ships
what are the
refitted.
glowing lights again? The sphere things.
The what now?
I don't remember what they. Yeah, the see-through menace. The
Energy entities?
transparent thingies. Yes. Are they energy entities? I don't remember. You knew what I mean.
Yep, I do. Why is happiness... Or hang on, what, is it just amenities that's slow? Okay, it's amenities that's slow. So if I build holo theaters, that should generally help a lot with that.
The question is not why is happiness, but what is happiness?
Yeah, yeah, precisely. I love your uncertainty about that, Nick. Ships refitted? Question mark? Interrogative tone?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Are you now going to be equivalent? Haha. Fleet power.
Who's equivalent?
Not even inferior. No. Equivalent. The Kunti?
Yeah, the Kunti are still superior to me. But I'm still rebuilding, and I don't even have my battleships yet, so, like, good God. My economy is just trash in this playthrough.
Battle debris secured.
The Federation fleet flies through Marauder territory to get to the main Federation fleet. That is really dumb.
Wait, what?
Yeah. It should go MIA when it's built, right? But it doesn't. I think that's what just died. I'm not entirely sure.
That makes zero sense.
I know. Very interesting feature.
You're not letting that go, are you?
I'm not letting that go. I put my teeth in it and I'm not letting it go.
Yodi's asking, are research agreements worth it as trade
debris
deals?
secured.
Yes, as long as you don't mind bolstering that empire's research. That's what it comes down to. Because you're going to help them get stronger. They're going to help you get stronger. So, you know.
New species
Gotta make that
variant
decision.
available.
That's one of the things that's great about Stellaris, is that it's got meaningful enough diplomacy mechanics, you know, as feature-ridden
Inbound
as they
message
might
traffic.
be. They've got meaningful enough diplomacy mechanics that you can make decisions like that and feel like they have a lot of weight. Like, okay, if I help you with research, how is that going to affect you militarily? Will you be my enemy later on? Like, that's not just something you have to imagine in your mind as something cool. Like, it can literally happen.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
We can say Druzhnik is superior to Hadrian. Not for long, in terms of ship power. I do not think.
Yeah, as soon as I can build battleships, that'll shift
Yeah.
things around a good bit, let me just say.
You shall kill them all.
Yes. Flatten, maim, destroy.
Hang, draw, quarter.
Yes.
You know, the usual.
Or draw, quarter, hang, just because
Yeah, that makes
be-
more sense.
to be different.
But the name doesn't make sense, because it's not in the proper order of doing the thing.
This is true.
It's bothered me since I was a little girl.
We've Jesus. Okay. What books were you reading as a 5-year-old? I was reading about dinosaurs and volcanoes.
Well, I was reading about
You were reading about drawing and
torture
quartering and-
history.
God.
Well, there's actually a really good torture museum in Amsterdam. It's fun.
There you go.
hmm
That makes so much more sense. I'm gonna have to resettle some pops.
No, WT, you're not alone in chat, but people are falling asleep or enjoying themselves, you know? One or the other.
Yeah, things are calm now, so everyone's like, I want to watch a Stellaris stream where everything's going to shit. I mean, what?
Yeah. why are you guys doing a good thing?
Yeah.
That
Why
was not-
are you enjoying yourselves and just building your empires and fleets up?
Why
Yes.
are you not dying?
Right. Alright, so I think that species modification finished. Alright, so I do have a bit of a minerals problem. Let's see, how many pops can I resettle to elements? Illyria definitely has room. So does
G-Press. You should try to get more Federation members for the next war. I agree with you. It's just really, really, really hard to get anybody to like us well enough because mostly it's because of me.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
I am authoritarian, xenophobe, and militarist. It's mostly the xenophobe. People don't seem to like me very much. Except for Hadrian. And the Everites.
We've been friends the whole time.
Yes, the commune of Zelmiris is actually starting to like me a bit better. So maybe we can do something there.
I guess I'll finally research Afterburners.
They are still scions to the
Spurious Papinius died.
Archivist.
I'll replace him with an aggressive admiral. So
Construction
I have 2 aggressive
complete.
admirals. Aggressive,
Oh,
aggressive,
good.
aggressive.
I do like aggressive admirals. Where are those guys? Archivists. Oh, there. Yeah, that's the problem. So we can't get them in there.
Alf Anderson says, hello from Denmark.
Science
Today you
Division
have my full
reports a
attention.
new
You are on my
breakthrough.
65-inch TV. I'm honored.
Ooh! Hey, Denmark!
Enjoy. Yeah,
Hey.
yeah, that place
Yeah.
where you live. I mean, don't live.
Yeah. Hello, Denmark.
Yeah, rub it in. Go ahead.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
65 inches. That's a big TV. Very big.
Let's see. 0-point reactor, tachyon sensors, probably. Yeah, I need to go ahead. I've been putting off some of the, you know how the technologies that you get partially completed for various different reasons get dropped to the bottom of the list? And sometimes
you
you
forget
just
about
stop paying attention to them because they're not on the list of fresh choices.
Yes.
Yeah. That's my life right now.
I've encountered the same. WT's asking how many you can play multiplayer with in Stellaris. I actually don't know. That's a good idea. That's a good question. Does somebody else in chat, either here or in Hadrian's chat, know? I don't know. If DJ's still here, he could have answered it, but I don't
know,
think
right?
he's still here. Oh, Skok says the cap in multiplayer is 72. 72?
Wow.
How do you play with 72?
That's like camping.
Oh.
Science
I
Division
got her
reports
that time.
success.
Did you hear that? Got her.
Uh-huh.
Got her, Nate.
Uh-huh.
Got her. Here we go. That was worth the wait.
Whoa.
Let's see.
72.
Nicolama says, that sounds like a whole lot of lag. Yeah, it sounds like that too, for sure.
And being kicked out. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Desynchronized. It doesn't only happen in Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, very true.
A YouTuber named Stefan tried it a few days ago. A lot of people desync. Yeah, see? Ended up with like 60 what? 60 people? That's only 12 people lost, though. That's an acceptable loss.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, when are we ready for the next war? How much longer? Oh, is this truce gonna last for?
We may be able to do it.
4 years.
The Beard says, sounds like a game where half the players would be eliminated in the first year of in-game time. Yeah, probably so.
Yep.
Arumba does a lot of large multiplayer EU4 stuff, and that happens a good bit. Ironically, it was hilarious. I tuned into one of his streams. I don't watch him too often anymore. Not for any particular bad reason. I don't have the time. But he was doing one the other day, and he was so salty because apparently another player that had spawned near him had actually taken him out. So Arumba's hosting the stream, and like he's showing this multiplayer game for everyone, and someone killed him.
Science
wow.
Division
He was
reports
being a good
success.
sport about it, and he was just observing, but it kind of changed his ability to... oh, wow. I haven't unlocked
Enjoy
the off-world trading company yet? Are you freaking kidding me?
Oh, really?
Wow.
Oh. I built them very late, too. I'll have to
Yeah,
admit.
that's another thing about this game is that some of the like core research choices just haven't come up at the front. Like, I haven't seen off-world trading company until now. It might just be because
Yeah.
there's so many research options that are currently in the game. Also, cooperative research channels. Yeah, let's go ahead and go for that. It could be just that, like I said, there's so many different research options that are currently in the game that like now there are enough things that can shuffle to the front of the deck in front of the like really good opening moves. You know, the things you should have early. Or at least it seems like that might be the case. Maybe. Perhaps. I think.
Died? Our Imperator died.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
I'm sorry.
General Druzhnik, we have lost a sixth of our military. Acceptable. Yes, exactly. That's acceptable. If you win.
I'm going to go for colony development speed. And you know what else I'm going to do? You know what else I'm going to do? It's time to terraform. Oh, it cost me 10,000 energy.
Mars?
Damn it. Yes, Mars. But it's going to be expensive, considering that I have, like...
Does the Gagasi hegemony like you? Let me see. If I can find them. Oh, you're right here. Hello. Oh, they're inferior! Aren't they cute?
Alright. Continental world.
Hey, you should become my vassal. No, they don't want to be. Oh, because they're in a federation.
Okay. Have to deal with my consumer goods problem at some point, but now I will have another colony. Finally. Good God almighty. Justin asks, Drew, get this. So the question I'm hearing is, can you pay the Marauders 3K to commit suicide?
Good question.
By the way, random technical question. Sorry, go ahead and answer that real quick, Drew, if you have anything.
They don't like me. Yeah, that was the answer.
Okay, there you go.
They hate me.
There you go. Justin, random technical question, since I know you'll shoot me straight. I read that comment. I've got my stream set on ultra low latency right now, and with my internet being where I live, it's pretty good. Like, I'm curious. I read that comment, again, almost immediately after you typed it. How many seconds would you say passed before you heard me reading your comment back? I'm curious how long the latency is on ultra low.
Why is it on ultra low?
Ultra low latency, just so people can respond quickly and I can respond immediately.
Ah.
Ultra low is ultra fast, really. Ultra low latency is like, imagine stream delay on Twitch. Like, if you don't want to have a lot of...
dumb. Okay, I should have changed that then. That's where the difference comes from.
Yeah, it might be. I didn't have it on ultra low last time, but I do this time. And also I have DVR turned on this time so people can seek back.
Good.
Foreign powers are engaging in active hostilities.
Oh, good. Olimar Prime has finally stopped being bad. Very good. Let's end martial law.
Really? 45 seconds? That's a long delay.
That's really long.
I wonder if are you caught up with the current stream, Justin? Because that's shockingly long with my internet. I mean, not that I'm assuming anything, but I'm curious.
I don't know how long my delay is. Let's see what I'm pretty impressed with that you
Science
like
Division
Americans
reports success.
Thank you. I do know that Americans can hear that I'm not one of them.
What now?
But what? Well, don't you?
Science Division
hear that I'm not
reports success.
actually American?
Like, in terms of your voice?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, accent. Yeah.
Yes. But that being said, I think, unfortunately, you have a point. Like, you have to... Americans have a higher tendency, and this is, again, I'm making a very specific statement. They have a higher tendency, I mean, not all of us, but there's a stronger, because we have such a big country, there's a stronger tendency for people to be, like, just kind of
Science Division
absorbed in ourselves and just kind of
breakthrough.
obsessed with ourselves, and, like, we have a bad reputation for that. And it's a real shame because I think people who have actually put in a decent amount of effort, as I would say that I have. I've been a fan, for instance, of British comedy since I was a very young child, and that exposes me to another culture in a way that a lot of Americans don't freaking have any concept of, and it's so sad to me. But once you've just had that one gateway opened, and then, I mean, even since I've started playing Paradox games, I mean, Paradox is such a diverse, multicultural company, and like beyond the company itself, the games and the geology that is represented, the history that's represented, you just learn so much more if you apply yourself. So yes, I can, and I think it's because I, like many of my fellow Americans, have actually put in the time to be able to pick up on accents. I mean, a lot of Americans say too that they can't tell the difference between this is shameful, but a Scottish or an Irish accent. And even if they can tell the difference, they can't understand them. I can understand most Irish and Scottish people, even thick accents, just fine. And those are notoriously thick accents. So,
well, yeah, that's what I wanted to say, because it does seem to me, but I might be wrong, it does seem to me that Americans in general are more sensitive to accents, in the sense that, we from Europe, none of us speaks like proper English. So we can understand a French person speaking English, we can understand a German person speaking English, we can understand a Spanish person speaking English. Whereas Americans often I often hear them say, I just can't understand you.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, I think that largely just comes down to, I might be being overly reductive, but I think it comes down to, people not being exposed enough to other cultures and other accents. Like, it didn't take me long of watching a lot of, I was mentioning as an example, Scottish and Irish accents, which are, again, notoriously thick. Like, I have Scottish ancestry too, so that's some additional motivation to be connected to that. But like, you have to just kind of have maybe a comedian that you like, and you start watching them and you don't understand what they're saying, but when you do, like, you find some of their jokes so funny, and so that kind of motivates you to listen more. Then you start picking up on how they sound different, and then you start to notice more. But I think, yes, in general, Americans have a tendency not to have that exposure, and so they hear another accent, and it's literally difficult to process. You can't hold it against everyone. I mean, there are some people who are like vehemently like they're xenophobic, right? So they hear a different accent and they like freak out. But some people just don't have the exposure. They just don't.
No, exactly.
It's not their fault.
Yeah.
Like, they just don't. They hear it and they don't have what you just described, which is a natural kind of, you're in an environment that's multicultural, where you're on a continent, you're in an area where there's just more overlap and travel between countries with diverse, rich histories. Like, you're more likely to encounter people that speak different languages and sound different than you, even when you're speaking the same language. We don't have that.
That's true.
Not to the same degree. It's much more homogenous over here. It's not completely homogenous. For instance, I was born in California and raised over there. And so, there are a lot of Latinos and Mexican Americans that have immigrated to that area, and it's very, very prominent in that area. So that is a certain type of culture that's not homogenous at all. But then you come to the South, and it's not that Latinos are all gone, but there's just an entirely different history. So, what just came up on the screen? What just popped up? What was that? What did you just do?
I changed the length of the presidency.
Did you just... Why? What have I done to you?
I couldn't help myself.
Clearly not.
It was so good.
You helped me defeat my warlike neighbors. Fine, have your power trip.
Science Division reports success.
Well, that's what you get for not reading whatever you're clicking.
I didn't click. It popped up on my screen,
and
then went away because I got outvoted because the Everites supported you. So it just kind of flashed, and I was like, what was that? I didn't click anything. It popped up. My stream can verify. It flashed. Yeah, Beard said Hadrian just got Caesared. I did. I did. I thought we were friends.
Me approves.
I'm sure she does. Okay, I need a new Ascension perk.
Okay,
Let's
I had
see.
my laugh.
All right, so I haven't researched habitats yet, but I'm definitely going to be building those, let me tell you.
What was I doing?
Yeah, David Perry just makes a really interesting point. You may also want to consider the fact that any exposure... I'm going to pause things for a moment because I do have to pick an Ascension perk, but this is also a really interesting point. Any exposure to the British accent by most movies, TV is a posh sort of British rather than the regional accents. Yes, when you think about, like, the villains in Star Wars, like, those are very, very, you would say, posh, high class London accents, and... the exposure to different dialects and accents can really throw Americans off. even if they feel like they know British comedy or British accents. It's just interesting. Like I said, it's degree of exposure. It's all it is. And some people have it. Some people deliberately avoid it. But that's all it comes down to. All right, so Ascension perk-wise, I can go with Engineered Evolution, which is really tempting. Also, I could terraform planets into Gaia planets if I go with World Shaper.
Nice.
Eternal Vigilance would make me more of a turtle.
Approve that message, WT. I don't have a problem with that. YouTube is very, very, very strict with its message moderation, which is good. It's good.
I think I am going to go with Engineered Evolution. I like the ability. I just want to have the ability to mess with my genes more.
Speaking of genes.
All right, we can unpause. Thank you for that.
Oh yeah. Lose the T word, Luke. I missed that. Oh, hang on. I got a better scientist here.
Unemployment and poverty are spreading at an alarming rate on Antiochia. This sorry state of affairs is being exploited by local crime organizations who find themselves awash with both easy marks and desperate recruits. Yeah, let's go ahead and just institute increased benefits. All right. All right, definitely going to reduce consumer goods upkeep, so we're going to keep pushing things, in the opposite direction. I'll make them strong.
I have a question from Arcane Flash. Do either of you know what other features are to be added to Old World? Have you heard anything from the developers?
Yeah, Arcane was actually asking about that on my series. I mean, I don't think they've released much information apart from the press kit, which is what has been largely discussed in pretty much any video content that you can find on Old World right now. You can probably dig back if you look up for interviews with Soren with relation to 10 Crowns, which is what the game was originally called. You might be able to find some nuggets in there. But as far as the official press announcements for what's planned for the roadmap, they haven't announced anything. I would not be surprised, personally, to see them implement like a full roadmap for that game where they say, this is what we're going to do, this is when we're going to do it, this is our rough plan, and kind of go from there.
Yes. I think they will do that.
Yeah. I would be shocked if they didn't, to be completely frank.
Now, in terms of what I would like to see, I would definitely like to see multiplayer.
Oh yeah, the game is built with multiplayer in mind. There will be multiplayer. Multiplayer, Soren did say, I think in Quill's stream, that multiplayer is going to be a separate test branch. I don't know if people with early access will all have access to it, or you just have to opt into it. Opt-in seems likely. But you can help test multiplayer, I think, once you own the early access product. Seemed to be my impression. That might not be 100% correct, but...
Right. What about, if we go over the civilization features, what about the spy system? Because I'm not completely happy with how that works in Civ, but...
Oh no, me neither. I would be very surprised to see the game not come out with a spy system. And the reason I say that is that, look, when they announced Old World, they called out Civilization. They called out CK2. They didn't call out in an aggressive way. They just name-dropped those franchises as, we are incorporating elements from these popular franchises. You don't do that unless you really want to make a statement to fans of those games and those genres that you are kind of going to be giving them a product that will make them happy.
Yes.
So, in the case of the spy system, and in the case of Civ 6, Civ 6 actually launched. As unhappy as some people might have been, I mean, not nearly as unhappy as they were with Imperator, which is just ridiculous, again, but like, some people were unhappy with the launch date of Civ 6, but objectively speaking, Civ 6 was one of the most, if not the most, fully featured game at launch ever. The fact that it came out with a religious system that wasn't part of an expansion later is a big deal. So, and spies, I think, were in the game too at the start, right?
Yes, they were.
Yeah, so if that's how Civ 6 set the bar, my point being, I think Old World will try to match that to some degree. Whether that means spying is literally in the game as well at start might not mean that, but it is. I think they will try to have a very fully featured game at start.
Yes, I think so too. I hope so. So, what happened to the traders who have moats? I can't seem to find them anymore.
They might have gotten destroyed.
Because I have Zuracorp and the Mudagan, but none of them have moats, and I really need moats. But I can build. Can't yet.
Yeah, they're gone. It's just Zuracorp and the Mudagan.
Somebody died them. Somebody killed them.
Yep. Somebody died at them.
Somebody died at them.
They died it.
Okay. So yes, I just got the research agreement and the trade agreement with the commune of Zelmyrs. They asked me. So, yeah. That's
okay.
what happened.
That's handy.
Yeah, very handy. Let's use some of our influence. And let's see. Luke says spies and Civ should be able to do mode. I don't know what that means. Like rig the World Congress in your favor, do something religiously, or influence emergencies. Is there a Mediterranean map? I believe so.
The starting default map in Old World is called Seaside or coastal,
Seaside.
Not coastal, but it's designed to have a Mediterranean feel. So whether or not they do an actual old a world map, the way that Civ 6 has done this, where there's a approximation of the continents of the globe, rather than doing a randomly generated map, remains to be seen. Civilization 6's map scripting engine has real problems with creating a map that is large enough to have a detailed representation of all of the continents in such a way, for instance, that Italy is shaped properly and satisfyingly, like to make you feel like if you're playing as Rome that you're actually on Italy. The core, Civ 6 world map or a true Earth start map or whatever it's called. It's been a while. True start location Earth. The one that comes with Civ, like Italy is like a little stub on the underside of Europe. Like it's not satisfying at all. I
guess that's a problem for you wanting to play as Romans.
Yeah, and especially because when you think about the other European nations that are in the game, they start literally right next to you.
Science Division report success.
And it's a little bit insane because there's too few tiles. So I would like to see Old World, if they do a map, I would hope that their map scripting can handle something bigger.
Hey, can we pause real quick?
Sure.
If we look at the Kunti right now, because our truce has ended, and we can currently see their fleets because we're very close to them, so they're actually not gone from our field of vision. They have a fleet 18.2k and 17k. I think we should just go ahead and attack them again.
Yeah, probably.
Are you in agreement?
Let me get my fleets upgraded.
Okay.
And then yes.
Okay, I'll unpause.
Yep.
Okay. We have a battle plan.
Yes.
It is glorious.
Let us do this. Let us do the thing.
Do the thing. And run!
This can be fun.
The Netherlands never does well in Civ 6 or Civ 5. Actually, I do like the
New
Netherlands.
species variant
I have
available.
a playthrough on it. That was the very, very first series I've ever played on my channel. And I thought the Netherlands was good. Strong. It's fun.
I'm messing around with some species modification too.
Oh yeah. Keep forgetting. Where are you?
New sit rep.
The Everites were the ones I was going to change.
Yeah, that's literally what I'm doing right now.
Ha! Research.
By the way, Justin, I lived in the very, very bottom of Orange County. If you walked to the end of the main street in my neighborhood, you would have been in San Diego County. That's where I was, in California.
I agree with you, G-Press. I think...
You think? Drew, you there? Drew?
I think you can't hear me. Yes, I'm still here.
Yeah, you cut out for a moment. Maybe that's the lag that people were talking about.
Yeah, it's Discord.
Yeah, Discord being Discord. We could try using Steam voice chat next time we stream, see if that does any better.
Oh yeah, we could definitely do that.
That's what I did with Athenon, and granted, he's in the States, so there's not an ocean between us. But I don't think that there was any cutout during that.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, we should try that.
Yeah.
Origin and Stellaris do you like most? Asks.
Science Division report success.
Well, I like the idea behind, what is it called? Doomsday? The most? Where you are on a planet that is set to blow up?
Yeah, Doomsday.
I haven't played it yet, but I really, really like the idea. I don't know what my origin is here. Let's see, what is it? Remnants, Relic World. And I've played around with the Archaeologist. What about you, Hadrian? What's your favorite origin? If you already have.
That's tough. I like the Lost Colony origin. That's a cool idea. I also there's one called Galactic Doorstep that sounds. I can't confirm this. People in the chat can probably confirm it better than I can because I haven't played with it yet. But it sounds like, from its description, that they are simulating potentially something Mass Effect inspired.
Ships refitted.
And if that's the case, I'm a huge Mass Effect fan, so I would be a huge fan of that. But even if they aren't doing that, there's enough resemblance between the concepts that
be the newest Mass Effect, though, right?
What now?
That would be the newest Mass Effect, though. Lost Colony, wouldn't that be?
No, not Lost Colony. I was talking about Galactic Doorstep.
What does that do?
Galactic Doorstep is when you have a gateway at the edge of your system, and it's ambiguous as to whether or not it's it's going to be some kind of boon to connect you to the rest of the galaxy or the sign of a looming menace. It just sounds a lot like Mass Effect.
Oh, that sounds good.
But again, can't confirm that. Someone pointed it out that when we were, I think it was my first episode of Final Federation 2.
Ships refitted.
And I hadn't even picked up on that, and I was like, whoa, they've got a point.
Ships
so
refitted.
I don't know if that's actually the case. But it's a really cool idea, at least to discuss. Just to be clear with people.
Ships refitted.
Don't know that that's the direction they go with it.
No, we don't.
Ships refitted. Ships refitted.
Hey guys, my ships have been refitted. Just want everyone over on Druzhnik and I to know that my ships have been refitted.
Ships refitted.
Because you're not getting the notifications that we are. And
ships refitted.
Those are useful.
Ships refitted.
What I need to do... Who is... Okay, everybody's...
Ships refitted.
I just allowed colonization of the Everites because I have an ocean world that they can colonize for me.
Good.
There you go. Aha! Very good.
Thank you, chat. That is appreciated. All right. My second fleet is in the process of being fully upgraded.
Good.
And of course, this is so strange. Hang on. Why are you down one destroyer type?
Battleships. Yes. Oh, I love this song. Which one is it?
What's the name of it?
Checking. The Titan.
Oh, nice.
Hey, pirates. Really? Pirates? Ah, but everything is so far away. Kill a beast, go kill the pirates.
Yeah. The current version of the reinforce mechanic just needs some work. I'm so accustomed to being able to fully trust it. It's been that way for several updates, and now so often in Stellaris, including right now,
ships refitted.
I'm looking at my complement of destroyers in my first fleet, which should be 4 of one type and 4 of another.
New species variant
it's
available.
Sitting at 3 of one and 4 of another. So I clearly have to reinforce the fleet, but it says the fleet's at full strength.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with the outline or the fleet planner.
It doesn't always work well. It's very annoying.
Yeah, and it used to work better, I feel like.
No, it was always this way.
Really?
Yeah. It's always been a little wonky. Good night, WT. Thank you for coming in. Have a good sleep. I'm never saying that again. I don't know what happened to me. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm going to try and vassalize and G-press, because unless we can just conquer them outright, I would need to put down a lot of claims to conquer them outright. Let's actually take a look at claims real quick, just in case we can't vassalize them.
Ships refitted.
But I want to vassalize them.
Oh no, I do too.
I mean, I want you to vassalize them.
Yeah. Drew, I'm going to keep my eye on you, because you randomly extended the term of the Federation presidency, like, not long ago at all.
No, it's so good.
And now you're saying I want to. I want you to vassalize them, Hadrian. Sure.
I think that it'd be so good if you were to vassalize them.
Right.
Hang on, I need a little pause to finish my battleships here, because otherwise we're gonna go have a problem.
Yep.
Boom, boom, boom.
All right, my ships are upgraded, and I've told Fleet 1 to take point. It looks like there is... Oh, that's your fleet. Cool.
Yeah, that's the Federation fleet. I figured we could use them as cannon fodder.
Okie doke. All right, so I've got the fleets traveling together. I haven't done much to upgrade the star bases that I've built on the border. That's the only thing. I've still been building my ships, and I'm finally at a point where, like, my battleships are built, aside from those random destroyers that aren't being built for some stupid reason. Yeah, I'm down one Abusius-class corvette and one Decima-class destroyer. I'm just going to build them the old-fashioned way.
Almost done creating my battleships. Okay. Go away. Adding to fleet.
Yeah, and there are cruisers that I'm missing in my second fleet too, but it says the fleet's already at full strength. I'm so confused.
I'm being quoted on have a good sleep. That's not good.
No, probably not.
Okay.
Probably not.
Probably not. Probably not the bestest idea. Make it worse for yourself. Okay, there we go.
You can unpause when you're ready. I'm just going to bring my fleets up to the border there.
Unpausing.
Mars is only halfway terraformed, sadly.
You know there's a game called Surviving Mars, and you can terraform Mars?
Yeah, I need to finish my series on that at some point. I have never finished one series of Surviving Mars on the channel. It makes me so sad.
I love playing the game. I do find it a little hard to watch because it
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
It basically needs editing, because sometimes in Surviving Mars you're just waiting. You're just like, okay, waiting, you know?
Yep. It is actually very hard to commentate, and I would say that probably is why I've never finished a series. Although the most recent one, I was doing a series when the channel went on break, and I've just, as you know, I've been staggering in, like, and of course Old World has come out now, so that's taken up a slot that it wasn't even planned. But I've been staggering in new series and, like, trying not to do more until I'm ready to do more, so, like, that's a little bit different. But past series had the same problem, where I would play for 20, 30 episodes, and every time I'd play, it's like, okay, it's time to sit down and record this. Like, it would feel a little bit more like work because of the way the game is designed. Which, not when I play it by myself, but when I'm streaming it, it's like, oh man, you really got to think about commentary in a way that you don't necessarily for other games. Because Stellaris, especially playing on speed 2 or 3, it's going to spit events at you constantly.
Oh,
like,
yes.
You're doing
really
stuff.
Easy. Yeah, to commentate. Ooh, I really need moats. See, I have a problem with moats now. Just buy some.
Okay, so I've got to build.
What year is it?
Asclepius
It is 2342, Sean. Druzhnik, you remind me of Grand Admiral Thrawn from Star Wars. He also was not scared to sacrifice things just to make the Empire stronger. Well, I'm role-playing now. I have to be ruthless.
What was that noise, Drew? One more time. Thank you.
I heard that little thank you.
I still have Everite that are slaves. How is that? they might be of a different species. Hang on. That shouldn't be the case. It's really freaking weird.
So, when are we attacking? Hey, Moats! Moats! Rigged Commerce Exchange. Oh, are they bugged?
Maybe.
There's no visual. I'm taking a screenshot of this.
Ooh, I love this track. Call to Assembly just started playing. So good. Okay, so, what was I going to do? I've got a bit of an energy and consumer goods shortage right now, which is annoying. Oh yeah, that's right. I was going to look at my species rights, because what is going on with the Everites? Oh my gosh. I changed the rights of the old Everites. Wait. I think something's bugged. I can't...
No, it's a feature.
They're still slaves. I totally set them a while back to full citizenship. This is so odd. I set them to academic privilege. I made all these changes already. I'm not sure what's going on here. It's so strange. Maybe when I did the gene modification, they got reset as slaves. But yeah, now my economy is struggling for some reason.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Yeah, my fleets are, I think, yeah, they're in position in Zabine, so I'm pretty much ready when you are.
Okay. I have to get my fleet back, but I have another fleet, so I think we can just attack.
Yep. You can do the declaration this time, so you can have a little bit more control over it, especially since you're Federation president.
Yeah, but if I do it, then wouldn't I vassalize them?
That's a good point, but...
Don't we want you to vassalize them?
Yeah, I actually don't. I don't have the subjugation Wargle.
Oh, okay, hang on. We are low on cohesion in the Federation. Why?
I don't know.
Low fleet contribution?
Did the Everite do something?
I don't know.
Rotation succession type?
No, that was not changed.
From members?
It actually, I checked it. It didn't have an impact on cohesion, otherwise I wouldn't have done it.
The tribes of Kundia has just become more outwardly xenophilic.
They're gonna die anyway. So, oh yeah, I was gonna check. Declare war?
Oh, hang on. My energy economy just bottomed out.
I can't subjugate either. Why not?
Is there not a
Oh, you need to hang on. Demand vassalization.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Rumian hierarchy's relative powers greater than or equal to superior relative tribes of Kundia.
Yeah, they're not weak enough.
First.
Basically.
Yeah.
So we need to weaken them with a war one more time. So I'm glad I made those claims.
Yes. Okay, so we can't vassalize them yet.
No, can't. That's okay though. Hang on, I'm realizing my economy is struggling just a little bit, so I want to make sure I can do more gas extraction modes. I'll definitely do that. That'll help with my ability to keep this above water. Really confused by what was going on with the freaking those characters should not have been slaves, and yet they were. All of those pops should not have been slaves. It's very strange. Yeah, I have a huge mineral and energy deficit for some reason. It might just be because the fleets are
moving.
Yeah.
Same problem with energy here.
Oh god. Okay, hang on. This drives me absolutely bonkers. So now it's saying that I have...
Should we declare war? Are you ready?
Yeah, I think we should, because I need to do something that'll offset the energy cost of all this. So you can go ahead and declare if you're ready.
Yep.
Foreign powers are engaging in active hostilities.
Let's do this. Do you want me to help you hit that first fleet in Kiso?
Yes.
All right, in that case, I'm sending my fleets, but they're one jump away from you, so be careful. They're turning around right now.
I'll have the Federation fleet follow your fleet. So you go do your thing.
Oh, no, I just lost my research bonus. This is like exactly what's happening in Final Federation 2 right now. Well, Final Federation 2 has not been as bad as this, but just having trouble keeping up my basic resource levels. Little bit more than usual. Hate to sell that many alloys. That literally hurts my soul.
Soul is hurt.
Science Division report success.
Okay, got advanced shields. That's nice. Let's research hyper shields and minerals from miners plus 20%. Haha, yes, definitely.
I'm attacking from the south as well. Sushi time, sushi time. Time for squid sushi. People are appreciating the war here. We have huge war support.
Yes. I imagined that might happen. All right, so I am jumping to Kiso, and then I'm going to hit Babaka.
That just sounds like queso to me.
Right.
Yummy.
Don't. I'm already hungry. Why?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Are you, though?
Not really.
Didn't think so.
Oh dear, we are losing Federation experience. Not good.
I'm going to blame the Everites. I'm just going to say it's their fault.
I'm going to see if there's anything we can do about it from the law perspective, but I don't think so, no. I mean, I could. What I can do is just sign a second envoy. There we go. I'll fix it.
Don't quite have the... Oh, wait, hang on.
Calamari, says Jupra.
I don't quite have the alloys to build a... Oh, what are the words I'm thinking of? A orbital habitat right now. But I will before long. All right, so yeah, I just want to try and take as much of their territory as I can so that I can actually rely on that income, because I need it at the moment. All these humans popping up on the slave market. It's insane.
Yummy. Oh.
Drew, you're scaring me. All this talk about sharing a border and getting close, it's like, no, she's just trying to like build the right access points and then backstab me at the last moment. And now I'm thinking about how this was your idea to begin with, and I'm starting to realize the mistake that I've made.
Good.
All right.
Hello, enemy fleet. Oh, you're big. You're a big enemy fleet.
Yeah, there's
Good.
lots of humans popping up on the slave market.
Humans popping up some.
Something like that.
Hang on, stop it.
Stop what?
No, not you, sorry. We have to take this planet back.
What did I do?
We didn't do
I'm
anything,
confused.
it's okay.
Okay.
Ships refitted.
Yeah, our ships were refitted, guys, in case you missed it.
Ships refitted.
Grr. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to
Go
prosperity right now to increase. I've got a new
Ships
tradition,
refitted.
so that's going to help with mining station output and hopefully give me a little bit of
Ships refitted.
extra income.
Good.
We
We're
are
ready to
actually
fight them.
equivalent in our fleet power to the Haspov Covenant, so despite how much
Ships
bigger they
refitted.
are than us, we have just as much power as they do.
Oh wow.
In terms of our
They're
fleet.
strong then.
I mean, I've got some pretty awesome battleships. It's just I've been waiting the entire freaking series. I'm not upgrading right now, Nick. But the upgrades that are oh god damn it, he's trolling me. I fell for it, Drew. He went, wait,
I
are you
don't know what he
upgrading
said,
ships?
but-
Oh my god, how did I can't even say
Good
well
job.
played on that. That was just so low.
I clap for that.
Of course you do.
So how can two non-adjacent empires with closed borders to a common empire in between have a migration treaty? I don't know which ones you're talking about.
Don't ask questions.
Okay. Why?
Not you,
Oh.
the person who asked.
think I have a day off tomorrow.
Oh, are you looking at the clock?
Yeah. I'm good though.
You let me know if you're getting sleepy.
So, I had nachos tonight in celebration of tomorrow.
Nice.
Science Division
Although
report
for us
success.
it's a different holiday. It's Liberation Day, World War II.
That's lovely.
Yeah, one could say that. Yeah.
Science Division report success.
Admiral gains the scout trait. Okay, that's going to make one of them faster, though, which is kind of annoying. So hopefully that'll make the smaller fleet able to keep up better with the other fleet. All right. You can see my income starting to stabilize a bit.
Oh, I'm losing a lot of energy. Woo.
Yeah. These new fleets of ours.
Yeah. But in my playthrough on the channel, I don't have this issue when I have a fleet like this with energy. I don't understand what the difference is. What am I missing?
I am going to hit the Haspov Covenant's home system after I do a roundabout route and take this ring. I don't know if you can see the orders I've given. I don't think you can. But I'm going to go south from Hadricus, if you can see where our fleets are in their territory.
Yes.
I'm going to go south from Hadricus, go around to Orgleon, which is to the galactic west of Haspovmina, and then we're going to take Haspovmina.
Okay, yes. Good. I, in the meantime, am moving on Kunti homeworld territory again.
Good.
So we're going to be moving on to capitals.
Fantastic.
Read.
This is actually a pretty cool demonstration of how you can literally invade other empires to bolster your economy in moments of struggle.
Yes.
Which is a very real thing, of course, especially in the... Well, it's still a real thing in the modern world, but particularly in the more ancient world. It's like, oh, we're having a hard time keeping resources. Let's just fight those guys over there and take their
Ships
stuff.
refitted.
And all you got to do is endure to get the win, or the status quo in this case. And,
Yep.
Ships refitted.
Move from there.
Ships refitted.
Ooh, good night, Silent Fox. Have a good night. Or as I said before, have a good sleep.
Ships refitted.
I'm just gonna ride it. Gonna
Yep.
own it.
Yep, just own it. That's all you gotta do.
Ships refitted.
Our ships are refitted, guys.
My ships
Ships
need refitting,
refitted.
All right,
but they're currently pummeling.
I think...
Ships refitted.
Yep, habitat time. Let's see. Let's put a habitat in orbit of Sirius...
Ships refitted.
2. Get my first one going up. They're incredibly
Ascension
expensive. What now?
Ascension.
Nice.
Should I go for mind over matter?
Are you going psionic?
I don't know. That's the question.
I mean, psionic is always fun. I'm going the more evolutionary path, rather.
Engineered evolution.
Yep. So you could go psionic.
Could totally
Science
do
Division
that.
report success.
We'd be unstoppable. Let's go psionic. Boom.
By
Yes,
we,
yes.
you mean you, right?
Uh-huh.
Because you're totally planning to backstab me before long and just take everything away.
Oh, yes, of course, yeah.
Don't think I haven't seen right through you.
So innocent.
Right.
We talked about that in the previous stream. How I literally only play co-op games with other people. Because I'm a sore loser.
Fair enough.
I'm way over naval cap though. That's what's costing me so much energy.
Yeah, I had to bolster mine a little bit with some research, and it's getting better now. I have a text message. Who wants to bet it's from someone wanting to kill some zombies?
Ooh, fun.
Oh.
Zombies in which game?
State of Decay 2?
Okay, I never played that game.
It's fun. I'm not normally a zombie apocalypse kind of guy. I've never been big for the zombie games unless it's for cooperative reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But the really fun thing that I find about State of Decay is that it's kind of more about building a team of survivors, and like there's a strategic element to managing your base and getting the best kind of perks and traits, and there's lots of variety of like the personalities. It's almost Sims-like in a weird way, but it's more of a shooter in that you're in the zombie apocalypse. But really, really fun game.
I always liked the zombie modes in Call of Duty, and I always liked the Left 4 Dead games as well.
Yeah, the friend of mine that I play State of Decay 2 with, we used to play Left 4 Dead 2 a lot. But again, my main focus on that has always been in playing multiplayer with people.
Ah, yes.
And State of Decay 2 is a fun multiplayer game, but... Okay, so that looks like the Urzuku bonded merchants have become more xenophilic. Ask me if I care.
A little bit of a problem here, but I'll fix it.
G-Press, we actually can't vassalize now that we are at war with them. We don't have that option. The way that this works is that we have to weaken them even farther, take more of their territory away from them, maybe even almost all their territory, and then you vassalize what's left. They have to be at a certain level of weakness relative to you in order for you to be able to say, be my vassal, or the game doesn't even let you. You can only be that threatening when you're in a position of power, and right now they're still strong enough.
So we couldn't do it now.
Yep, even if we wanted to, which we do.
We do.
But we can't, so we won't.
Nope.
Oh, I lost my governor at some point. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, I guess we'll do extra admin cap from jobs. That works, I suppose. Maybe. Hostile fleets present. Ooh, that's a big fleet. All right, so they've got a fleet in my territory.
I have another species that doesn't have the proper rights.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
So they've decided to sneak a relatively large fleet in. Which, I mean, more power to them. We've been kicking their butts, so good for them for putting me on my back foot. But now that I've taken so much territory out of the hands of the Haspov Covenant, I'm going to head down to where these guys are invading and wipe them out. All of them.
I'm taking the homeworld again. And then they have Habitat.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
2 of them over here. Wow. Deluge, are you just staying there? You're just staying there. Okay. I'm gonna come in and kill you then. Boom. Okay, economy.
I have planetary capital buildings going live on all of my worlds right now, so that's going to help.
Nice. So what I need is moats and energy. Naval cap and admin cap. Okay. That's all I need. Not much to ask for.
All right, so they have a smaller fleet coming in to mess with me that I'm going to defeat first. You idiots.
Being mean to the AI.
They're being mean to me. I reserve the right to be mean right back.
Point there.
All right, second combat is happening. Got him. All right, well, got him in the combat. About to actually defeat him with said combat. Prepare to regret all your life decisions. Oh yeah, definite slaughter, Yodi.
We can already settle status quo, please.
Oh yeah. How about now? I just finished that fight.
Hang on. Do you have the capital?
No. I just finished a fight against a major fleet right before you said we can already settle status quo.
Oh, okay.
Also, I bet you it's even better now.
Oh, I thought you meant let's do it.
No, give me a second to retake some of my systems here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because I mean, now that I've defeated them, I'm not worried about them anymore. But I'm gonna take these systems: Ajam, Babaka, Queso, and Kiram. See, now I see. Now I just see Queso.
He said it.
I'm gonna go to the grocery store when we get off this stream, and I'm gonna get a big thing of queso and some chips.
Give me all the burritos.
And I'm gonna send you a really angry face in your DMs.
And I'm gonna laugh hysterically, probably.
Be like, this is your fault.
The Gagasi just sent me an insult.
Of course they did.
Like, you're a bad person. Critical resource shortage. Moats. Yes, that is a problem.
Tends to be a problem.
There we go. Fixed. Oh, that species thing and the breach of galactic law is really annoying. Really, really annoying.
So what galactic law are you violating?
Yeah, maybe we should just repeal it. The, the living conditions? I don't know which law that is exactly.
Interesting.
Let's see. Let's see. 5-year plans. That's the one that I'm, repeal 5-year plans. I'm just gonna propose it. There we go.
Yep. Propose a repeal. There are so many humans on the
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Mars has been terraformed.
The Banthurian Committee has entered the war against us. So I have all of their southern territory right now.
Okay. I'm in the process of taking queso. Always need more queso.
Oh yeah, we almost have everything now.
Yep.
Except for a few planet worlds.
Hang on, let me get some more energy. This economic situation is super frustrating. Hopefully with Mars being colonizable starting right now. So it's just going to be Mars. Straightforward.
Just Mars.
Just Mars. That's all.
Just Mars. Oh, I'm gonna make a new sector out of this new planet. No. Wrong button.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Ooh, advanced research complexes. That could come in handy. Although not necessarily right now. Let's do an energy nexus first.
Thick. Some of the issues, but not everything. Get the Stargaze back. Okay. There we go.
Alright, so in a few more seconds, I will have control of these systems I think that I have claimed.
Oh, let me check my claims. I have a little bit to do to get there, but I will. It's gonna be quick. Should we leave them with one system and one planet?
That would be really mean.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't it be funny?
Which system and planet are you thinking?
Ramston.
Yep.
Oh, actually, oops, I've claimed that too. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, in that case, we're about to break them up.
Yep. Well, death is always an option.
You want me to go ahead and hit it, or you want to take it?
Whatever you want. I can take it. It's fine.
Okay.
Won't take too much longer.
Huh. I've got a lot of excess pops on Antioco. I need those orbital habitats to go live like yesterday. The one in Sirius is almost 100% built, so we're definitely going to have some pops getting moved around. We have so much excess population. It's crazy.
Really?
Well, I've got these 4 worlds, and as a matter of fact, hang on, I've got these growth boosters. Let me go ahead and get rid of those. Replace
guess
you
what?
with a research lab. You taking it?
I'm in breach of galactic law.
Oh, what a surprise. That's never
Our
happened before.
pioneers have made planetfall.
It's really annoying.
Okay.
Who then? Oh, you.
Definitely need to re-up capacity overload. I do not have enough energy to sustain this current income situation.
Know where everybody's coming in from. Why do I have so many species? Okay, I'm almost there.
Oh yeah, I see you. We're literally watching your fleets.
Why are we so far away from achieving our war goal? Weird.
Because we don't control much territory of the Haspalv Covenant, I would imagine. Oh, it looks like the Banthurian Committee are also involved.
Oh yeah, that doesn't help us. Okay, yeah. Where are they?
They're up north of the Haspalv. So we could spend some time quickly
Wow.
wrecking the Haspalv Committee, and
For
things
fun.
should get a little bit better.
Science Division
what's
reports a
the
new breakthrough.
benefit of achieving our war goals over doing a status quo piece?
Nothing really, because we'll get the status quo and
Yeah.
we'll get all the systems that we have claimed.
Exactly. However, it would be good maybe to wreck the Haspov a little bit more, because maybe we can vassalize them.
Yeah.
Because we're killing the Kunti, so we might as well vassalize somebody else.
Okay.
Hi, Robert! Thank you for coming in. The space fun is coming along just fine. You missed the beginning. We were hard pressed at the beginning. We'll admit that straight away. But now we are ruling the galaxy.
Yes.
Yes.
Things are going quite well. I'm queuing up a crap ton of attack orders.
Will the stream be uploaded on your channel? Yes, Cox. As soon as it is finished. I mean, I do think that YouTube takes a little bit of time to process, but
It does.
then yes, it will be
Especially
on the
for
channel,
long
and it will be
streams, for sure.
public. And I think it will be on Hadrian's channel too.
Mm-hmm. The original one is also on the channel. It took a good while to be available, but it's there.
Yeah. Okay, I'm in Romston. Romston, we have a problem.
I see what you did there. Okay.
I love how my fleets are just slowly getting in there, like. Da, 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 da.
Yep. Yep. Oh man, they're getting wrecked. Oh,
Science
that's
Division
embarrassing.
reports
Oh my
a new
god.
breakthrough.
Total slaughter. All right, good.
And now to attack the planet.
I'm going to research the Citadel. Is Mars colonizing it? Yeah, it's colonizing. Just taking its sweet time. How's my habitat coming in Sirius? 95%, 96%. It's almost there. I need a lot of alloys to build more of them, though.
It says, I missed the first part because I was running around town in my bandit mask trying to stay 6 feet away from everything that moved.
That's fair. Totally fair.
We'll forgive you for it. For this transgression. Hey, they're back in their home system. Oh, okay. Killer Bees, can you go get rid of that, please? Thank you.
Ships refitted.
Oh, wow.
Ships refitted.
All right, so I'm back in the
Ships
Haspal's
refitted.
territory, and we're just going to go through and take a crap ton of their territory.
Ships refitted.
All right, Sirius 2 habitat's complete, so I'm
Good for me.
definitely going to
Ships
colonize
refitted.
crap out of that. For now, we're just going to call this...
Ships refitted.
We'll call it Colonia Augusta. How about that? We'll call all the habitats Colonia in this one.
I like that.
Makes sense to me. Let's
Yeah.
go with...
Does.
Is there still
Rockula
crime on
bees,
this
hurry
planet?
up.
Yes, there is. I need... Where are you? Why can I not see... There it is, precinct houses. I need my habitats and Mars to spawn because I've got so many excess pops. I will be able to populate Mars so fast. I'm actually
I
pretty
can send you some kitty cats over if you want them.
Right. Could come in handy. Yes, Justin, it's definitely advantageous to have a science ship kind of follow your fleets, but you don't want to have them follow too closely because obviously if they get caught in the crossfire, that's potentially a lost scientist, and nobody wants that.
Good night, Skox. Thank you for coming in. And G press says grow the faction. I have no idea which faction you mean.
Yeah, said that here too. You said it twice. Just once is fine, buddy. Sorry the first time.
Once is fine. Okay, I got it. But hang on. Now I lost Kunti. It's our base, so I'm taking that back right now.
Okay.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Starting to see endgame text, which is encouraging. I'm going to research the
Good.
particle lance. Well, it's good and bad because I'm seeing them, but I also have so little built up in terms of like planets and economy. And when you see your first endgame text, you shouldn't really have shortages popping up regularly. Ideally
that's
speaking.
True. Yeah.
And I've had shortages the entire game. We've turned it around though.
Which models?
We
Stellaris
have claimed
is
a
here?
new world.
Nice. All right, I officially have colonized Mars, so time to resettle a crap ton of pops to Mars.
Species.
This is going to be a little bit messy because there's so many that need to be resettled, and Mars is going to take a while to make everyone happy. Oh, these are unemployed specialists. Interesting. I'll go ahead and move them because I could use some specialists right away.
Our pioneers have made planet fall.
I did everything I had to do.
Okay.
So, are we ending the war, or are we going into the Haspov territory? I don't remember.
If you did everything you needed to do, then we can go ahead and end it. I'm already messing with the Haspov a little bit.
Oh, hang on. They are... their fleet keeps respawning in their home system.
Of course
so
it
I
does.
have to take the home system back yet again.
Of course.
But hang on.
Makes perfect sense.
2 seconds.
All right, so I've got some basic initial building going on Mars, finally. Colonia Augusta is
Foreign
being
powers are
colonized.
engaging in active hostilities.
Don't
Good.
quite have enough production targets. Dang it. I just lost production targets, so I don't have as much mineral income. But we'll hopefully fix that before long. Hopefully. Maybe. Perhaps. I think.
I am ready.
Okay.
Ships refitted.
Hey, my ships have been refitted. FYI. Just so you know.
Ships refitted.
Who started the war? Did I do that?
You started it, yeah.
Oh, so I have to
Ships
end it.
refitted.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Ships refitted. Ships refitted.
Why did nothing change?
Wait. Why did nothing change?
Oh, just kidding.
Ships refitted.
Oh! The Haspov vassalized the
refitted.
remainder of them. But wait, what is the
Science
remainder of
Division reports a new breakthrough. Ships refitted.
What has happened here? Is it because there were
Ships
planets we
refitted.
didn't take? Yeah, there were planets I didn't take. Ugh, didn't pay attention. There are
them? Oh,
planets
same here, same here.
in Kiram, Babaka, and Ajum.
Yeah, and here Ridigus and Uragna. Oh, that's okay though.
Yeah. All right, so building upkeep and district. Yeah, definitely reduce upkeep.
Yes, Robert,
Need
the
that.
Federation's still just the 3 empires. No new empires.
Yes, correct.
Whoa, I have a whole big new sector.
Do you now?
I am way over admin cap now.
Uh-oh. You're going to need to address that.
How are you doing in terms of admin cap?
Admin cap, I'm fine, but my economy is still utterly tanking. It's ridiculous.
Okay, in that case...
Okay, now it's a little bit better. Once Mars has built up just even a little bit, it's going to help a lot. I've got generator districts going live now. I have also Colonia Augusta going up, so things are going to get better. But for the time being, I have just a lot of overpopulation. Things will stabilize soon now that I have a new place for these pops to go. But it's just a little bit nuts.
Hey, I can't give you systems randomly. That's dumb.
You can't? Why not?
No! I can only choose 3. 3 that I can't find here. Oh. Well, I have a lot of situation management to do then.
Situation management, you said?
Yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new planets/habitats, and I am way over admin cap because of that.
Okay.
I'm actually not very happy with this.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to give part of it to you so that, you know, you could have extra as well.
Yeah. It seems like you got like all of it.
We have claimed
The
a
exception
new
of
world.
some bits in the top.
And now I'm in breach of law again. That law's really annoying. Just saying. 5-year plans suck. Don't think that far ahead, it's bad. There we go.
Alright, gonna build
You
a
all
trade
get
district
decent
there.
conditions.
Yeah, my economy's already improving. Now I just need some minerals to come in. Please and thanks. I could also build... Is Pathabon in the nebula? No, it's not. Suth is, though. Yes. All right, let's build a new base in Suth, because I can do a nebula refinery. Anything to help with mineral income at this point. Good lord.
Anything.
Anything.
Ooh, the Psychor, right. Well, I need... You know what I need? I need energy and I need consumer goods.
Consumer goods
And
are
I
actually okay for me now. If you need a bit of a buffer, let me know and I can probably send you 1,000 or 2,000.
Okay, no, I'm good so far. I do have a starbase too many. So I'm gonna have to get rid of one.
Diego asked me, will you be interested in doing team match playthrough like you two against other 2 YouTubers? Probably too complex for either of our plans right now, Diego. Sounds fun, but...
It sounds fun. So the former capital of the Kunti is a Furge world.
Is it?
Furge world.
Uh-oh, it's rubbing off on you. Your subs are going to hate me
Science
for that.
Division reports success.
Oh, they might. Can I get rid of habitats? Can I just get away from them?
Right. Might be a good idea.
Because that would reduce my admin cap, but is that possible? I don't think so, is it?
I don't believe so.
Once
Although
colonized.
I cannot remember the last time I tried.
It's annoying.
Alright, so I'm repositioning my star bases once again. Also, I can finally get some star fortresses going in my core territory, which seems like way overdue, but it is what it is.
Super Rumians, a new species.
What now?
Okay. Yeah, the Rumians have modified themselves.
Oh no, not that.
Oh, we have a new Super Rumian! They are Tundra Self-Modified Intelligent.
Interesting.
Wow.
Okay, so I need more on... Yeah. Definitely need to get some pops resettled to Mars, because Antiocha has some problems. Antiocha is badly overcrowded, so let's go ahead and move...
Construction complete.
I have completely enslaved the Kundans, but maybe I should not do that. Maybe I should free them. Would that give me benefits?
I literally can't move pops off of Antiocha, though, even though like there's so many amenity problems, so many crime problems, so many housing problems, because if I did, it would ruin a building, because I'm at the threshold for 70.
Ooh.
So I can't take any pops off. I want to so badly because I need to. But I can't. I can't, so I
Pops
won't.
without a job here. Because of the low stability? There are jobs available. The weird part.
Okay, Nebula Refinery, absolutely. Let's go ahead and build an anchorage, a couple of anchorages there. All right, time to finally get some upgrades done.
Science Division report success.
Science Division report success. Hey, we got a couple of really good things here. I'm going to get construction templates to get faster build speed. And I just finished. What did I just finish? It seemed like something worth talking about. What was that?
Seemed like something worth talking about.
I don't... Well, yeah, Citadel. That's what it was. I just finished Citadel research. So I'll be able to build those before long.
I just demolished some food districts because I have so much food.
Yes. And speaking of things that need to happen before long, I just got some text messages that I absolutely need to respond to, and I probably need to step away in order to do that. So
Construction
we'll need to wrap up before
stop
too
anyway.
much longer, I think.
Hey, hang on. Everett mandate, which is to give Jonas Wardens Association status. Oh, that's just a non-aggression pact. It's fine. Yeah, I think it's good to stop because we're almost in for 4 hours.
Yeah, we're approaching that 1 a.m. mark for you too. So
Yep.
I don't want you
Plus,
to
you'll need
lose
food
all
soon.
sleep. Are you or are you not working tomorrow?
No,
you said
I'm
you're
not.
not. Yeah, that's right. You said you're glad
No.
you're not. That's right. That's right. Okay, well, there's that at least. But,
National holiday. Whee!
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you mentioned that earlier. See, I'm out there. It's only 7, almost 7 for me, and I'm still losing it. But yeah. Well, that was
We need
fun.
food.
We definitely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get food. We definitely turned that around.
We grew a bit.
Yeah. Well, like I feel like there'll be some interesting things to be done the next time we can come back to this save.
Yes.
As far as, I mean, I don't even know necessarily where we would go next as far as the warpath, but we have some decisions we can consider and kind of see in the direction in which things go. So,
I mean, for those who can't see it, because my camera is on top of it, it's 23:55 right now.
Mhm.
So in terms of end game, we're not there yet. We still have a few miles to go before the end game crisis can hit us. So we have a good bit of a fight in us left. Maybe we can attack the Haspov.
Yeah. I would like to
Back
take some
line.
territory from the Haspov. Some of the influence that I have built up, I would like to use to get some habitats going, because, again, like, habitats are what's going to fix my economy right now. Things are just rough. So I need a way to get mineral production up as much as possible. And once that's done, then I can think more seriously about, where I want to conquer next. So we've got to do a little bit of empire building too. But that's fun because we've been on the defensive for most of the series. So
For a long, long time. Yes, we have been.
yeah. Again, I
Things
just
are
can't
fun to look
complain.
it up.
I can't complain because it's not as bad as Final Federation 2. But hey, it's been an absolute blast hanging out with everybody. Thank you to chat. Again, I got those text messages about 20 minutes ago, so I've been maybe a little bit more distracted, not reading chat as much. But I appreciate you guys so much for coming by and hanging out, especially given the rough start to the series. It's always fun when, people jump in and cheer us on, despite, the initial beginnings. And now we've been able to turn it around into something really cool. And that's in part thanks to you guys. So much appreciated for sure, on both channels for that matter.
Yep. Exactly. Thank you from me as well, and we will definitely continue this. But again, like last time, we don't know exactly when. So keep an eye on socials, keep an eye on the channels, and you'll get the announcement when we stream next. So yes, it was fun, Luke. Thank you to Robert as well. People here are enjoying it. I hope that they are doing that too on your.
Oh
side.
yeah, for sure. Lots of support the whole time. Been a pretty steady view count too.
Good, very good. Thank you for coming in, to all of you on both sides, and I hope to see you all next time.
Absolutely. See you guys next time. Take care.